man. Morning, people. It is. It's weird. Does it sound weird? Am I echoing?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know.
I thought it was my voice. It is Tuesday, the 30th of January. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And as always, I am one of your lovely hosts, my own royalty.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer, news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
Always, always. Brent, are you in here?
Morning, morning. Who have we got?
Who have we got? Morning, people.
We ain't got nobody. Oh, good morning, Everest. Bonjour, bonjour.
Is he French?
I don't know, but he said bonjour.
Okay.
Maybe he is French.
Oui, oui.
Let me see what his picture looks like. I think he's a handsome fella.
Okay.
Let's see.
Everest was responsible for the topic of the day the other day,
Yes,
remember?
he's a handsome fella.
The food one.
Was it the food one? No,
No.
not the food one. It was the...
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The whole gifts and spirits.
Yes, that's
Okay.
the one. That's the one.
Pastor. Pastor Everest.
Good
Love that
morning,
for you.
Amy. Good morning, Dr. Amani.
Morning, Dr. Amani.
Good morning, Brian. I haven't seen you in a while. Morning, Mr. Elusive.
See?
Sorry, Mr. One Elusive.
Oh, elusive. Morning, babes.
One babes.
Good vibes. Okay, how are you guys doing in the room?
Yeah,
Blessed and highly favored. Thank you very much.
that was it.
Retweet. Amen to that. Or repost.
Esther, we are going to be setting up a Discord, and you're going to be joining us in the Discord. You're going to have to find your
Excuse
way
me?
around Discord.
Are you saying this? Is you talking to me or another Esther? Because when you said it, I'm like, first of all, I'm down. I'm down with anything. I just wasn't down with WhatsApp.
Oh yeah. WhatsApp.
Because I
is
hate
too-
WhatsApp. Like I've had to set a reminder this morning to message somebody back. I don't think people understand how much I hate that app. But I don't like message. Like I get really like overwhelmed by messages and stuff. When I have if I have more than 2 texts to reply to, I just completely shut. I just don't reply to anything. It just gets a bit much. Literally, it's crazy. But anyway, okay, we're setting the Discord. All right, I'm here for it.
Yeah, there's gonna be a few announcements very soon,
Love that.
but it's all part of what we'll be doing this year.
Love that.
All the exciting things that we are going to attempt this year.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, honestly, like dead ass. Stay tuned. Isn't Discord the one where you can have like subgroups and stuff?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
Yes. We're
Oh, I
gonna
like
have
that.
a TNB one, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna have a TDA channel. We're gonna have an Origi channel.
Who?
Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
no, I know what that is. I know what that is, yeah.
Yeah, pretend like you've been here.
Exactly. I know you've been here before. Okay.
Yeah. But we will let everybody know very,
Definitely.
very, very, very soon. When I say very soon, I'm talking about this week.
Oh, this week?
This week.
Oh, it's
This week.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
And I want a place for everybody to to chat and stuff.
You know, they'd love to chat.
Yeah, after the fact and all that kind of crap.
Oh, yeah, that'd be really cool, actually.
Yeah.
Little thingies. All right, we're here for that. Well, keep an eye out, guys.
Straight.
For all that great stuff.
All right. There is a comment from Spotify.
Nice. While you're getting that, there was someone I actually met. I can't remember her name, though. There was someone I met at Gina's thing yesterday.
Farah.
No. I remember speaking, I've met Farah, I met Heather, but there was another lady that I met. I can't remember her name though, but she said the sweetest thing to me. But
She whispered it to you?
she said the sweetest thing to me. Well,
Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
when with loud music, it sounds like a whisper anyway, doesn't it?
What was it?
I'm gonna keep that between me and her.
Oh,
But I don't know who
serious?
she is.
Is it
I can't
Emmanuel?
remember her name.
Definitely but Emmanuel.
No, it definitely wasn't.
Stay strong, sister.
No, stay strong. It's along them lines. No, I'm joking. She just said she loved the fact that I was. No, she said thank you for unapologetically being yourself, kind of thing, something like that. Along those lines, very very sweet words. But please message me though, because I'm trying to remember her name, and it's been bugging me since yesterday.
Yeah, people like to hear like those messages that denote.
I like that.
Never change.
I love. Do you know what it is?
You're
What I
perfect
like
as
stuff.
you are.
You don't. Annoying. But I do like stuff like that because, like, I don't think the way I think. I'm really the center of my own world.
Yeah.
As in my mindset, how much I invest in myself, all that stuff. It revolves around me. So when I hear it, it is nice to hear it. I don't depend on it, but it is nice to, I guess, get that. It's like a form of affirmation, isn't it? of like, yeah,
Yes.
you do have sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you're surrounded by people that don't have much sense going on. You think that you start to question yourself, even though you know what you know. But there's that. But no, big up her though.
Mm-hmm.
Have you found the specified comment?
Yes, I have. It says, it's a hard day to be a vegan. That's in quotation marks from Esther. That line absolutely spun me.
As in the person's name is...
No.
Because I said that.
Yes.
Oh.
Where do I go again? Scary but great topic of the day, because I also think that's the way things are going. And that's from Queen JMW.
All right, big up you, babes. I was thinking, did I say that? Sometimes when people's like, oh, you said, I'm like, I don't remember. As in, like, when people bring up like something we've discussed before, I don't know what day that was. We're here every day.
It's a lot, man.
It's a lot of talking,
Mm-hmm.
It's sweet. But big up everyone that listens and tunes in there. We really do appreciate you.
100%.
Like, we really, really appreciate y'all. But yeah, all right. Should we get into our headlines today?
Let's do it.
Thank you.
All right, people. So, first headline, and Cameron has called on Moscow to reveal the location.
Yeah. Why is it Cameron like he's Cher or something? Or Madonna? First of all, he's David Cameron. He's not going to try and do a single name with us.
He's rebranded.
No,
man.
it's David Cameron. Cameron.
Lord Cameron to you.
Not to me. I have one Lord and Savior. I never call anyone Lord. What? Cameron.
Well, Mr. David Cameron has called on Moscow.
So cheeky. I'm sorry. That's even cheekier than calling Camilla Queen. That's so cheeky. She's the Queen consort.
Well, he's called on Moscow to reveal the location of a Russian-British dissident who disappeared from his penal colony to his lawyers. The UK Foreign Secretary pledged to meet with Vladimir Kara-Murza's wife, Eugenia, who said that her husband was taken from a Siberian penal colony and his whereabouts were unknown. Now the foreign minister has posted on X, and this is what the foreign minister said: Russia must urgently provide Vladimir Kara-Murza's lawyers with his whereabouts, following reports that he has been removed from Omsk to an unknown location. I'm deeply concerned for Mr. Kara-Murza, a British national imprisoned in Russia for speaking out against the invasion of Ukraine. Mr. Kara-Murza, who suffers from a nerve disorder after surviving 2 poison attacks, was jailed for 25 years last April for treason and spreading false information about the Russian war in Ukraine. He denied the charges and said that he was facing a show trial. Next headline, Kemi Badenoch, man, she's in a bit of...
Back.
Yeah, she's back, but I don't know, they're trying to dirty her name, man.
That's it. Anyway, let me not talk about it this morning. Sometimes you just have to let things go.
Well, it's emerged, apparently, this is according to The Guardian, that Kemi Badenoch, Guardian likes to mix black people up.
They do.
So this could be
probably mean
some other...
I didn't even know my jam or something.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
But they're saying that Kemi Badenoch is a member of a conservative WhatsApp group called Evil Plotters, right? Despite telling party rebels to stop messing around and get behind Rishi Sunak. So they're basically saying that's all a front for what she really wants, right? But the business secretary, who consistently comes out as the favourite cabinet minister in polls of Tory members, right, has criticised party colleagues for stirring up suggestions that she could replace the Prime Minister. In a round of broadcast interviews on Sunday, she dismissed speculation over the plot to topple Mr Sunak as Westminster tittle-tattle and said that colleagues who put her name forward as an alternative were not my friends. However, The Guardian has been told that Badenoch and Michael Gove, who is the Levelling Up secretary, who is regarded as a key backer, and members of a WhatsApp group of similarly minded Tory MPs who are rallying around the business secretary's long-term ambitions. Tory sources said that while Badenoch was not actively plotting to remove Sunak before the next election, her team was ready to leap into action should the Prime Minister be forced out or if he stood down as party leader following an election defeat. If you guys were in her position, yeah, would you guys kind of be like, I don't know, trying to become the leader? If, for example, if you thought...
Yeah, if it's attainable.
Like, even if you're thinking to yourself, it's 2024, elections around the corner, we're not going to win. Like, would you still care to be the leader? It could be like bloody 8 months.
Yeah, but she'll still be the party leader, though. Is she trying to be party leader or Prime Minister?
Probably be both if there's an overlap, innit?
Yeah, because I don't mind I'll be a party leader. Just
Yeah,
because
you're right,
even if Labour win, I'm still the party leader. Do you know what I
This
mean?
is true. This
But
is
then
true.
I would have to know that I can win. Knowing that
Yep.
you're not, no one really knows your name, you don't really go here, and then putting yourself forward, it's embarrassing, girl.
100%. But Kemi
Yeah.
Badenoch, though,
Yeah.
she's always coming up top, though. In
I think
terms
she
of the
go for it.
favourites.
Because you know, Sman, when you start reporting the story, as much as she's a twat, for lack of a better word, if they try to like be racist with her or anything like that, I'd back it. I'd back her beef.
100%.
Stand up for a black sister. She gets my nerves, but I stand up for her. I don't think that's right. So
Yeah, she don't deserve that, man.
no, she wouldn't. She definitely wouldn't. So big up her, man.
All right. And our last headline, some sad news, man. And around 125 firefighters are tackling a fire in a block of flats in West London. 25 engines responded to a report yesterday afternoon, of a blaze on Elm Road in Wembley. London Fire Brigade says part of the building's roof was alight. The block and the surrounding buildings have been evacuated as a precautionary measure. And a statement released said that people are advised to avoid the area as crews respond. One of the brigade's 32-metre turntable ladders is being used as a water tower to help extinguish the fire. Control officers have taken 8 calls responding to the fire, with the first received at 16:42, I guess. Firefighters from Wembley, Park Royal, Norfolk, and the surrounding fire stations were all at the scene. But so far, the cause of the blaze was not known yet. And yeah, that's it for the
That's very
headlines.
sad, man.
Yeah, man.
Firefighters are honestly the backbone of society. I had a very... Actually, maybe I shouldn't say it now. I'll bring it up another day. It shows every day. I'm sure another day will come. But yeah, man. Big up firefighters. And I hope there's no like deaths or anything like that.
Yeah, man.
That's a lot. Okay, let's get into what you're saying topic of the day.
All right, people. So,
You got something here? Other side.
let's try to
No,
keep it.
it's right there now.
Oh, yes.
No, okay.
Thank you.
Tofu.
Tofu. So silly.
Well, question for today, topic of the day, was actually given in by one of our listeners. Big up Abdul.
Big up our listeners, man. That's the real ones. Big up Abdul.
And he gave us a nice light-hearted one.
Love that. Yeah, because
but
clearly they know that you don't know the meaning of light-hearted, so...
I think it's something that you can still even get a bit serious with it. I feel,
yeah.
you know
I'm
what I
not in
mean?
a serious mood today, so...
But the question is, what would you say if you had to defend the human race?
Oh, more. Your race is done out. I'll tell you that now.
You might be able to, if you're the lawyer, right? Our fate is in your hands, right? What would you say to defend the human race in front of a group of aliens who are about to obliterate humanity?
What show am I thinking about? I'm thinking of a show. Oh, I can't remember what show it is. I watched it. Yeah, I can't remember what show it is. But it's one of those things where, like, you know, when like a lawyer's just like, is he an idiot? Yes, he is. Is he really da-da-da-da? Like all negative things? And I get, but out of the kindness of your heart, deep down, he's a nice person. I honestly don't know what I would use to defend human beings. Because am I picking which ones can be saved, or is it everybody?
No, everybody. This is Abraham talking to God.
But what the aliens like? Because if the aliens are good vibes and everybody needs to save me, I'd be queen.
No, you're part of the
ones that are gonna get killed?
Yeah. That all or none.
That's nonsense. I'd say you could. I don't even know. I honestly don't know.
What about all the good things that you'd say about humanity?
I'm trying to think. Perhaps Brent could go. Second one.
All right, so I don't normally have this conversation, but what I normally do is I tell people.
Why do you look different today? Where's your gold chain?
Oh, sorry.
I was thinking you look a bit like there's something off about you.
Naked.
Yeah. There we go. It's actually so weird. You actually look very... I was thinking, why does he look different today? Love it.
So basically, I question what aliens have to offer on their world.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Depending on what species they are and where they come from, right? And I sometimes think, other than what people say that they come here for, whether it's to mine gold or all these other bollocks, not saying it's bollocks, right? I'm just.
But all the other stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
they probably don't have music. They probably don't have art as we
Oh
know
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So when
Why?
Huh?
Why do you say that?
They can't draw with them 2 fingers.
But they might.
maybe let's start with music,
Yeah, go on.
right?
Do they have ears?
I think they can. They're different. They're all different
Okay,
species.
that's true.
They're all
There's
different
different- yeah,
species.
they
Some
do.
of them use telepathy.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not suggesting that they don't have ears because they might still have ears.
Yeah,
but they
yeah,
can
we just can't
also
see 'em.
communicate via thought and whatnot. But
True.
you ask me why they don't have music, right? Minor?
Yeah.
Because some of them, I don't think they speak.
Yeah, but you can.
That's true actually.
In the same way, like, let's just say it's one of those species that, communicate, telepathically. Can't they do that sort of thing?
What?
Well, and-
telepathic
and do
music?
So how I'm gauging it is when they came here, they discovered an expression that they had never heard, never seen, never experienced. And it was so overwhelming that they were like, wait a minute. There's something here that should be preserved. Do you understand? And each time I listen to a throwback and some of the pop classics back in the day.
They slap Brendan.
Ooh.
They go off. They go off, mate.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm thinking this, no way. These aliens have the equivalent. They don't have the
In their
equivalent.
realm.
And then I ask a person, what do you think the equivalent is in their species, in their world? Where we were like, oh my gosh. I want me some of that. So I would, to defend the human race, I'd be like, let me show you some of the classics.
So you said
Okay.
to defend the human race, you can say to them, we can make noise. That's what we're gonna give you, noise.
Because it might be nice to them. It might be nice to them. It might be nice to them. But the noises would have patterns.
That's
right?
a good one actually though. What genre are you putting them on first? Like they say, okay, do you know what? We hear you. Play us a song.
I don't think I would start with hip hop first because they might be alarmed by the movements. and they might see their body moving and they're not understanding what's happening.
Yeah.
And they might just react.
I think
and
witchcraft. Yeah.
take us out. But I will. I think I'll definitely start with some of the pop classics, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
Not classical music.
Classical. I don't listen to classical as a human being. I do want to be an opera girl. I want to go to the opera. Do I want to actually?
If you're struggling with sleep, that's the place to go.
The place to go. No, I do because I'm like, because I find their voices amazing. Like, my mum had a friend who was an opera singer, and have like the voice is just amazing. The way they hold a note, everything is actually just amazing. It's funny, but it's amazing. Because I just find it funny. Like, how is that sound coming out of you? But anyway, worst sounds come out of people, but yeah. I actually don't know how I would defend the human race. It depends what the alien world looks like. What they need to do. Say they need something. Say this, I can see that they're missing something. I can be like, okay, well, we can do that for you, kind of thing.
Okay.
Danielle's got an answer. I love that. She says, I'd say, morning, Danielle. I'd say humans have potential for change and transformation to help us be better. I like that, gaslighting them. If they want to, if they want to brainwash us, then it wouldn't be any different to what's happening here on Earth. That's a word, boy. Just be a different level of gaslighting manipulation to what we're used to. Yeah, I feel like I'd peep the gap in the market and appeal to that.
So that means we'll be like workers, essentially.
Yeah, but rather workers than slaves. Or dead.
But if they realize, wait a minute, we could get free labor from you guys.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I can't go through slavery again. I know I've never been through it, technically. But as in my people, that's a lot. But I would offer what I would offer wouldn't be something that shortchanges us. Where we're now in labor and like we're like flipping ant world or something. I can't remember what the a bug's life, and we're all just in those fiery factories and all that kind of crap. That's a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I would sell human beings to anybody.
What about the hope? Do you not see, like, I guess, humanity? Do you have any hope for humanity that will basically? No.
I honestly don't. You know. I honestly, from the depths of my spirit, don't.
But why though?
Because as I've grown older, things have gone shittier.
But have they?
Yes, they have.
Do you feel like maybe we're just exposed to certain things? We see certain things a lot, and so we think that's the case.
No, because even growing up, I saw injustice and stuff around me. And I would, like, the way I'm wired, I was born to be this way, if that makes sense. So I've always been able to see sad things in things that people thought were normal and stuff like that. And growing up in Nigeria, there's a lot of stuff that's normalized that people don't think about. I've always felt it was weird. Like I've always felt like the concept of like house helps was weird. Like the way people speak to people that work for them is weird. The way people, I've always since I was a kid felt like that. Even me wanting to be a lawyer was to do with helping poor people and helping people that were like less privileged in society. So I've always had that burden on my heart. So the older I get, I'm only seeing how much deeper it can get. Obviously, I don't believe everyone is like that. So, and I think, yeah, and that's what I like about humanity in that I'm coming to realize it's an individual thing. Do you get me? So I can't cancel a bunch of people on account of the one person. It's just one rotten apple, if that makes sense. But no, I think as society, even society in itself, no, there's nothing that's being done in society to make society better, even though people think that they are trying to make society better. It's actually having the opposite effect. So,
do you think maybe another way to...
Danielle's funny. She said, what's the difference, Esther? Workers and slaves. Girl, you're right. It's the same damn thing. I'm a little bit right.
Do you think answering this question might be the same as, for example, if I said to you, wherever the worst country on the planet is, right?
Yeah.
What can someone from that country say to you to prevent you from wiping them out?
Probably.
So is there something that someone can say in that country?
I don't know. It depends what country it is. But then Lot comes to mind. In Sodom and Gomorrah, like exactly. he was cool. Actually, he was cool on account of Abraham. He wasn't cool by his own merits.
Yeah.
It is tricky because I think, and that's why I asked whether I can pick who is, because do you know what I mean? Like I can pick who is gonna get saved. Because when it's everybody, it's all the evil people as well. It's all the people that even good humans want to get rid of. So it's like, okay. So unfortunately, those people get to lean on the goodness of other human beings that they never were to be saved.
That's always the case in life, isn't it?
It is, sadly. And happily for the people that, you know. Yeah, I don't know.
When you look at the fact that, let's just, okay, do you believe the world basically was created like about 6,000 years ago?
I believe it was created when God created it. I don't know what the stats are. I don't know the dates. I'm worried about throwing numbers out.
What about you, Ben? Do you kind of see it as like a 6,000, 10 years, 10,000 year, a young Earth?
I definitely don't think it's flipping billions.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's definitely not billions. That's a damn lie because they can't count billions.
Okay, but do you see it as, when I say the word, I should say like humanity. So do you actually see it from Adam and Eve being, as in one person called Adam, one person called Eve?
Yeah.
And then that same lineage that you see in the Bible being the real, literal thing?
Not exactly literally, because I believe Adam and Eve were not the only people on the whole in the whole earth. Basically,
okay,
they were just God's people in the garden, but I believe God created other people as well.
Do you think those other people are still around, by the way?
Around where?
Sorry, as in descendants of those people are still around?
No, because they all wiped off with the flood.
Oh,
Remember?
Okay.
They all got.
Okay.
Noah is a descendant of Adam and them. So everybody else got.
Okay, cool. The reason why I'm asking this is because if you look at, let's just say you did believe it was all the way back then.
Yeah.
Let's just say it was 6,000 years or whatever, yeah. The advancements of civilizations, what we've done as a human race, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's a good thing to present to the aliens, to be like, look,
100%.
we just started.
Yeah.
And look at what we've done.
100%. I think like humans have done really great things. Even when I think about, what was I was doing something the other day. What? I can't remember what it was. Oh, I can't say what it was. But basically, it was something great. It was something really, really cool. And it's to do with technology.
Okay.
And I was like, that is so cool. Because younger me would have never thought. Like I would have never. Like when my mom tells me about her first phone, flipping brick. It was ridiculous. The other ones where you have it, and it's the only fools and horses type of joint, and then you pull the antenna out. Then it's got that little flap that doesn't cover the full thing. Just covers a little. Like, and then when you think about where we are now, where literally my phone can do so much. Like when I'm not even asking this girl thing, she's replying to me. It's proper. Like humans, for that reason, are sick. That's why I said I would look at the gap in the market for the alien. They go on iPhone. I'd be like, listen, guess what? We could put you on. Jerry, say they don't have technology and stuff. I could be like, oh, cute. You guys are still in the Stone Age, or you're using your feet to. We can get you cars. Well, they're probably coming down in spaceships and stuff. But do you get me? Like, yeah. On that front, human beings have done amazing, creation-wise, and as in creating things, developing things, inventing things. Intelligent people.
But why do we kind of see it as something that we've got to do for them? So it's kind of like this, in my brain. Let's just say you see a bunch of people over there just messing about. You're minding your business. You're going to work or something. You see a bunch of kids with a football in their hand, but they're just fighting.
Yeah.
Now you have the authority to say, listen, guys, break this nonsense up. I'm taking the ball. Go home.
I joined the majors, yeah.
There you go.
Stopping the fight.
And effectively just dispersing them, right?
Yeah.
But if you saw them being productive, or if they made a good case for themselves being productive, or they're going to now get back to playing football, you can give that football back.
Yeah.
And remember, you're not part of the game. You just mind your business.
Pass the vibes,
you know what I'm saying?
So
you don't benefit from them playing football.
Yeah.
So in the same way, why should we kind of see it as we have to do something that's going to be a benefit to the aliens? Why can't it just be that the aliens are satisfied with the fact that we're just going to get along with life and just not be destructive?
Because we were getting along with life, but not being destructive.
No, but we were being destructive.
Okay, forget that part. But we're getting along with life and they wanted to kill us. Okay, we're getting along with life, being destructive. Why would they trust that we're going to, destructive people for so many years, 6,000 years, are now going to be undestructive on account of facing death when we face death every day anyway? We've got to make it sound appealing to them. We've got to appeal to them to keep us because they have no horse in the race. If they kill us, they don't kill us. If they kill us, they carry on about their day. If they don't kill us, they need an incentive not to kill us to help them carry on with their day, if that makes sense.
So I had a thought the other day, right?
Gosh.
Have you ever been to on a safari?
Yes, I have actually.
All right.
When I was younger.
So you've seen like animals in their habitat and stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you've seen them kind of building shelters for themselves and looking after their children, hunting, this and the next, right? And you came back home. You left them to do what they're doing.
Yeah.
Cool. Have you ever seen bees and how they...
Yes.
And
really cool.
Ants and how they build their... And you just leave them to do what they're doing, right? Suppose aliens are just like that, right?
Yeah.
They just see us as other creatures, other living creatures that populate this particular universe.
Yeah.
Right? But we're not doing anything that is
causing them
disastrous.
Harm. Yeah.
If the ants start coming up with laser guns and shooting human beings, then you're looking to eradicate them, right?
Okay, yeah.
If the lions and the chimpanzees that you saw started moving crazy, like in Planet of the Apes,
yeah.
you're gonna start. Wait a minute.
We need to get rid of these, yeah.
But they're not doing that yet.
Yeah, I hate
right?
you.
But we're doing like nuclear bombs.
And that's the problem. Because I feel like they're kidnapping
we're going
aliens.
into space and we're touching stuff.
And then the 1-2 aliens are coming to visit, they get kidnapped. They get kidnapped down at the exhibition and all sorts. It's the whole thing. I get why they want to get rid of it. That's what I said. I don't know if I'm pleading the case.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Saleh.
Good morning, beautiful people.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
Good morning. You right?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good stuff.
Very well indeed.
What's your thoughts, sir?
Yeah. Brent, what you were just saying about the what's it called? Like going to the zoo and not zoo, stuff. You're right with that. We go and we see these animals and we leave them alone. But what we're forgetting is that is us, like the civilians, that we have gone to see the safari when they have already put up the posts around and like they've already like established that it's safe for humans there. But the first people that were going there and setting up.
Are you calling on
They
WhatsApp?
Yeah, he's not.
Right?
Are you calling on WhatsApp?
Yeah. This is WhatsApp.
No, but you have to.
Oh wait, it might be my.
Be in
Wait, one
a
sec.
strong Wi-Fi area, please.
Is that better?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
Hello.
Yes, you're gonna have to come back with this one.
Okay, wait. Let me call back one sec.
Yeah, and let's forget that I said safari. I just said that to
Just to get the
yeah. Let's say it was in the wild, like you've gone to the Serengeti.
Hello. Yes. So what I was saying was, wait, is it better?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing. So yeah. So for the most part, the most people that will go to these places, they'll just be spectators and they'll just observe. However, the people that went there first to set things up, they killed people. They've got lion heads in their living room, and all sorts of these things. And then we've also got as well. You know, children when they're around ants, they're pulling off their legs, all these kind of things. So that must be what. You know.
I hear you with the whole intervention from humanity and looking to destroy the things and the animals that we see. We eat them too, innit? So I hear you. But pretend as though that's not what I've asked you to focus on, right? Like you've gone into their habitat without us looking to grab some of them and put them in a cage or some sort of enclosement.
We have gone into their habitat.
Yes, so let's just say it's the Amazon rainforest, right? And we're walking through and we're seeing all these different birds and these monkeys and all these different creatures, and we're just observing.
I doubt. Like, I'm a bit more pessimistic than that. Like knowing humans, like those people that are going there first, they're going to be part of the military, surely. They would have to be
on a discovery thing, right? I mean, the only
they'll be there on the discovery thing, but then the problem is they're going to be holding guns, and then they're going to be seeing animals and creatures that they've never seen before. So when you see like some form of alien transformer and it looks like a butterfly, and before you know it, it's standing in front of you like a bear.
Yeah,
they're going to see that and they're going to get shook, and then before you know it, they're shooting.
All right.
And then
we're moving on to a different thing. I know about the wickedness of man. I understand that, right? It's innate in us, right? Especially when it is with discovering new lands and new species in the first place.
Like,
I hear that, but I'm just talking about you observing. Let's say, would you go out and look to kill a set of ants or spiders?
Are you asking me individually?
Yes,
or
you individually.
People?
Do you go out and look to kill
No.
ants and spiders?
No.
Is it possible for you to look at how ants build within their colony and how they build a home? And how they gather food, right?
Yeah.
So 100%, I believe that there are bad aliens and there are good aliens. So where you talk about how mankind looks to destroy upon first discovery, do you understand? I also believe that that is the case, because I don't think there's just one set of aliens and one set of kind aliens that are just doing what an explorer would do without destroying the place in which it is a human place. But that analogy was just to be like, maybe this is what they're doing. And when it is that we start showing as though we are dangerous, that's when it is that they look to come and intervene.
But yeah, as in, I hear what you're saying. But the problem is, you see with this thing, it's like, only take one silly person, even like in the military, like as humans as a whole, we have a general consensus that we're going to just observe and we're going in peace and blah, blah, blah. It was just one idiot with a gun somewhere not listening to instructions to ruin it for all of us. And I'm sure every single day we're shown that there are plenty of idiots on this world. So it would just take one of them. And then before you know it, they'll start a whole thing. And now we're on to his shish kebab.
I agree. And I believe that would be the same for the alien species too.
Well,
What would you tell
we'll see. We
these
don't even know
aliens?
what kind of technology they're dealing with.
How would you present humanity to these aliens? I think that's the question.
Personally, I think it would have to start with music, you know.
Mm.
Like, but because, like, starting off, we don't even know that, like, obviously they're not going to be speaking English or Mandarin or like any planet from this planet. So probably like sounds and like gestures, like literally. What are you asking? Like if we were face to face and just like the first interaction.
I know.
Huh? I thought it was a question.
What was that? Yes.
Yeah, the first interaction.
Yeah, the first interaction. Yeah, I think we would have to like present to them some gifts, like some fruits, metals, like just things that we have on this planet, and then also play some nice soothing music. I don't know, some classical, or in fact, I'm a piano. You should play some light. I'm a piano. Yeah, just to get them into the vibe, just that they know that these people, they're not on no badness. They're just there for good vibes.
But remember, they've observed us, right? So let's just say they have observed us, right? So they've come here, and they've seen. Wait a minute, we've been watching you guys for the last 500 years, right?
If they've been watching us, and I think we're.
All right then.
Oh, what, with Jeffrey Epstein and all these people? Oh my god!
But do you like?
It's a long day.
But if you step back and look at the last 500 years, as much as there's been a lot of destruction, a lot of wars, and a lot of death, right? Do you think overall, like the net observation would be that like for Earth is a negative, as in humanity is a negative, or do you feel like wait a minute, we have like populated certain parts of the globe, we have made the quality of life increase for most people around the world? You know what I'm saying? Like we've done things, we've increased technology, we've bettered water, like sanitary stuff around the world. Yes, of course, people are still dying from certain things, but overall, we've done better than not. Is that not
I
a good
would
enough
say,
argument?
I would say that you can answer that question however you want, depending on how you're feeling on the day, because over the past 500 years, right now we've got what, like 7 billion people on this planet plus. Like there's so many, and those are 7 billion individual people. So many people have created things, like so many things have happened in the past 500 years. So if we were to look at, like, it depends on the parameters of you're looking at. Because if we're looking at like socially, in terms of like human connectiveness, if that's even a phrase or a word, I would then, if we're looking at it in terms of that, then I'd say we're doing terrible. Because social media, okay, we're more connected like through the internet, but on a person-to-person level, we're in the mud right now. But then, okay, if you were to look at like technology and our technological advances, okay, yes, but then at the same time, someone could also argue that maybe those technological advances aren't necessarily good, because, like, have you heard about things that like even with hygiene and stuff, we're getting too clean. Like we're moving to like far too far away from reality to something which is like towards the unknown. And is that a good thing or a bad thing? No one really knows, because we don't know where we're going. We've never been to these times before. So, and it depends on what they value within their own societies as well. Because that would play a part on how they see us. So that's a very hard question to answer, and every individual person will have their different answers. I personally don't think. I don't know, man. It's weird. There's pros and cons. There's pros and cons for everything.
All right. Well, I hear you, Sally. Appreciate that.
No worries. Everyone, as always, have a fantastic day.
And you too.
Yeah, take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Just a development from Danielle's point. If aliens were going to kill us, it's because they think we are useless or hopeless or beyond saving. So the idea is to tell the aliens that we have hope, or to show them that we have that there's hope there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Humans are able to change and be better. where we are capable of transformation within ourselves when we are in the right environment that supports it. Seeing as we are born pure and the environment changes us, then there is hope. We can live in harmony. And then she's like, evidence is like people in prison and how they've transformed.
Okay. What if, obviously the aliens, they got better technology than us because obviously they've come from where they are to us, right? What if they said to you, and they were able to prove this, So, like, I know we can obviously question it, right? But I'm just saying, after the evidence they've shown to every human being, right? You guys, I guess, like, primarily, right? And they said, guys, you guys came from us. We created you. And what we did was we placed human beings, or we placed creatures that came from us in every, I don't know, the nearest 10 galaxies, right, from here. So solar system, Andromeda, some other galaxies too, right? And there's civilizations. And what we've realized is you guys are the worst by far. Like, everybody else is like us. They can fly, they can do all types of crap, right? You guys are just the worst. What would you say to them, Brent?
You know, this is it's a theory, right?
Something, yeah.
I hear it.
As in, you know, there are people who actually believe that that's the case.
Yeah.
All right, okay, and then we've been put here to mine.
Yes, 100%.
Right. Okay. I would say it's religion.
As in the cause of our...
Yes. It's religion. And why did you all allow that to be instituted?
Oh, so essentially, are you trying to
blame
say
them?
Okay, you blame them, but would you also be trying to say, look, now that we know that you are our real creators, there would be no
I
need.
still need proof.
Yeah, but they've given you the proof.
They haven't. They just appeared and said shit. That's what all the religious leaders be doing. Just saying shit.
Yeah, but the religious leaders, like, you can trace their mom and dad. These guys just come from the sky. So they can say, listen, all that allegory you hear in your religions about people coming from the sky and going back to the sky. Look, you can see us come from the sky. It's us. We was just giving you little ideas to prepare for this day. And we are here now as your creators. And we've seen that you guys are just rubbish. Would that not rid us all of religion and then make us then say, well, we'll be much better then, since you're blaming religion?
No, because if human beings have been able to go into the sky, right? Why can't, like, ancient human beings have done the same? Because I do believe there've been a couple of resets over the course of human history.
Okay.
And knowledge has started again, or being interrupted. And then we've had to find a way back to certain periods of enlightenment. So why couldn't they just have been our ancient ancestors? Do you understand? So I'm not thinking that they're now gods. They just have more technological advancement that we have forgotten. As I said, we have created technology to go into the sky. Do you understand? So if there's another reset, we could be the ones who come down and then say, hey, this is what we've done, and this is how you were created, the future humans. Obviously, future humans, if it is that everything's reset and everybody forgets everything, then they will be cavemen again, right? They will be primitive. And then we can lie to them. And that would be our benefit, right? All right. So don't think that you can get me to disbelieve God. You creature.
But I guess that's how good their brainwashing was, man. But you know, like just the normal things that I guess you kind of would go to another culture, because all the time we talk about going to different parts of the world, right? Like, as you mentioned many times, that you know, you want to go on solo trips, just take in the culture, mingle with the people, and just appreciate the beauty of that diversity that the human race has, right? Why can't that be an argument also? To be like, look, we're so different from you guys, right? And this is just part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just appreciate us for being diverse, man.
If you think the argument's gonna hold up, in the face of death.
But you would still go to a country that you heard. Maybe not.
I think, do you know what it is? I think we just got to beg and plead and just say all the good things that we like about humanity.
I'm not
And
begging.
hopefully that will sway. Huh?
I'm not begging.
Yeah, see? And your ego is what's going to get you killed.
I'm not begging. Get on my knees to these.
I ain't saying I'm getting on my knees. None of that. Nope. I beg like a thug. I beg standing up. Nah, man, I
think we need to
I
take a
feel
good
like it would just be like, why do you want to kill us? The way I am, just like, what's it gonna do for you? Like, why do you actually want to kill us? What did we do to you specifically?
But why do you want
Actually, no, because they keep poking in space and stuff, innit?
This is true. But why do we want to? I don't know. Like,
Stay alive.
no, more so like just clear land and build on it. Why do we look at weeds and say, "Oh, this is useless. Let's pull them up out of the ground." You know what I'm saying? Like, we
Yeah.
could mind our business, but we all say something here could be more productive.
No, but that's different though.
Why?
Cause I think because weeds will pollute the good crops that we need to eat. But I feel like sometimes the things that we intervene on, sometimes human beings do not even sometimes, a lot of times human beings do not mind their business. And that's a fact.
Yeah.
But there are other times where they do intervene. Obviously, if it was up to me, if it was in my hands, what would I? Like, for sure. One thing's for certain, two things true, we're dying. Like, because I can't make an argument for human beings because everything I'm telling them not to do, we've done it. Because we've also gone into somebody else's. Say there's no reason why they want to kill us. They just want to kill us for the vibes of it. Human beings have done that. A lot of wars started like that. Just you being greedy and just wanting to take this and take that.
This is it.
So we're going to be telling them, don't do that to us because, yeah, we know we did it, but please don't. We're done.
I know
Turn
that.
up.
In fact, be more interested in the question I asked you guys. Which race do you think will be the first to look to sleep with them?
What?
Start feeling with them in a sexual manner.
I don't want to say it. Considering,
Neither do I.
yeah, I just think on account of this is a business platform,
Because somebody will be
I think
there.
the human race would be.
Just licking their lips.
The human race would be. They would be
Right.
dying for it.
Right.
The human race
Mad.
is just humans. The ones that never practice celibacy day in their lives. The ones.
Yep.
Especially if the flipping aliens got cheeks. Done out. Done out. That's how you're going to get got.
I did want to ask you guys, yeah, because it's funny you mentioned the race, yeah. 'Cause I was going to ask you guys if they said, look,
They say when you mentioned the sex.
I was going to ask you if they said, look, there is one race out there that, to be fair, they've caused the most havoc, and they're really making you guys appear horrible in the grand scheme of things. I understand that obviously you're tied to them; they are part of you because we all share the, within
You
reason,
ain't got choice, yeah.
similar DNA, right? Within to some degree. We're gonna annihilate all of them, right? So this could mean your friends, some even part of your families. You know what I'm saying? But either we annihilate all of them or we get rid of all of you.
Okay.
What would you guys up for?
And I'll just answer this question in the meantime. Did humans mate with what are they?
Neanderthals.
Neanderthals, probably. Human beings are just horny and have no self-control, bro.
That's white people.
What's the question you asked?
No, I mean, 'cause remember, again, this is facts here.
Listen, yeah.
Africans are the only group of people that do not have Neanderthal DNA. It's only everybody else.
Yeah, but why is that? Is that because they didn't come over there, or?
No, because they was mating with Neanderthals out there. You know what I'm saying? We said no. We don't want this.
You said no.
And we chilled by ourselves.
Yeah. Okay, right. What's the question you asked? Let's get back in the car.
Yeah, if they said, look,
Oh,
we've
it's everybody.
you've identified this particular race or people who really just caused as much destruction as we could.
I'd take them out. I'm sorry, I'm saying myself. Am I right? And yeah, I'm saying myself. I think, because what's the point of all of us dying? Sometimes they're making a sacrifice. I would say to them, I would tell those people that the people that have to die, listen, don't think of this as dying. Don't think of this as being snaked. You're martyr. Is that what it's called? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Well, you're martyr. Yeah, you're martyr. you are doing this for us, and we are greatly grateful, greatly thankful for what you're doing. And I tell you now, your name and your legacy will live on. They ain't living on beyond their death. Black Rob says race is a social construct, so they wouldn't look at it the way we do.
How do you know, my friend?
Thank you.
How do you know? They've looked and seen people who look like a particular type of thing behave a particular type of way,
Boy,
and they're saying we want to get rid of all of them.
based on what you said, black people are sleeping with people. Miss R says all humans came from Africa, so
No, facts.
technically the Africans been sleeping with Neanderthals. Or
No,
whatever.
but remember, they transformed. So they left Africa. No longer, they gave up their citizenship. They gave up their citizenship, and out there in the cold, in the caves of Europe, in the Caucasus Mountains, they met with the Neanderthals and said, "Oh, I like this."
Based on the tastes I see Africans have today, they might be doing worse. I'm gonna tell you that. Just put that out there. Yeah, man, it's tricky I feel like it's actually tricky to defend human beings because human beings are so cunning as well. Because we can say all of these things to the nice aliens, they let us live, and then we go back to the same nonsense that wanted to get us killed. And human beings' mind and brain and memory is so fickle, like it just evaporates. So we say all of that, we plead our lovely case, save human race, and then they go back and do the same thing again. Gotta try to tell y'all.
The last thing I would say to you guys is, if we kind of agree that one race would go, do you feel like that now sets a precedent? That, you know what, they may say, you know what, we've realized also that people below a certain height...
And another one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? People below a certain height, for example, are the least productive. Therefore, we're going to get rid of all of those people.
Yeah, but that's why you got to have a good lawyer, though. You got to have in a contract that we can't do this. This is not about to be a thing. So it's out of context. E-Man sounds insane. He does. He does. But he doesn't care.
At all.
Literally. He said what he said. Oh, dear.
Oh, man. But yes.
Let's just hope we never gets to it. I mean, I don't know if I want to be alive for things like this. It's just anything that was going to cause me stress, I'm not really here for it. If I'm going to have to be pleading my case not to die and all that kind of crap, I haven't got time for that. Kill me then. But yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully.
All right, I guess we can wrap it up there, man.
All right. Let's get into our next headlines.
All right, before we go into our headlines, Danielle, you said I'm spreading misinformation.
Oh, yikes.
What misinformation? What do I need to come with receipts about? Is this about Neanderthal DNA? Let me know. Thank you. All right, so our next headline.
Then I was like, how much time have you got? Oh, dear.
All right, so our next headline. Oh, man. US weapons sales overseas rose sharply last year, reaching a record total of $238 billion, which is equivalent to 187 billion pounds because of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which stoked the demand, right? The US government directly negotiated $81 billion in sales, which is a 56% increase from 2022. The rest were direct sales from US defense companies to foreign nations. Ukraine's neighbor, Poland, currently on the drive to expand its military, made some of the biggest purchases. But you hear that? That Poland? We can't make certain Polish jokes no more, you know. These guys are going to have a real serious military. And they bought Apache helicopters for $12 billion and also paid $10 billion for high mobility artillery rocket strikes and $3.75 billion for M1A1 Abrams tanks. And yeah, Poland are really, they're serious, man. It also spent $4 billion on integrated air and missile defense battle command systems. Prime Minister Donald Tusk has vowed to continue the previous Conservative government's military modernization program, which aimed to make Poland the most powerful land force in Europe. They're not messing about, man. Next headline takes us to Africa, where the chair of the African Union Commission has said that we are not beggars, as the Italian Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni, outlined a plan aimed at helping African countries to prosper in return for curbing illegal immigration. Speaking at the much-anticipated Italy-Africa Summit in Rome, Moussa Faki welcomed Italy's overtures for a mutually beneficial strengthening of relations with the African continent, but said we cannot be satisfied with mere promises that can't be kept. Faki said that a paradigm shift was required to usher in a new model of partnership and pave the way towards a more just and coherent world. He also said that Africa does not want to reach out. We are not beggars, goddamn right. And the Italian Prime Minister announced her Africa plan soon after her far-right government took office in October of 2022, with the main goal of transforming Italy into an energy hub as Europe was weaning itself off of Russian gas. A priority for Meloni in exchange for helping African economies to prosper is stemming the flow of migrants from Africa, an election pledge that she has so far failed to fulfill. Italy need to focus on sorting out their population, man. Them people over there are not having enough kids. They won't even bloody be around in 100 years. Anyway, the next headline.
They need to stop being racist. Let the blacks do what they want to do over there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nonsense. But Qatar's Prime Minister has said that good progress was made during a meeting between intelligence officials from Egypt, Israel, and the United States over the weekend to discuss a possible deal to secure a truce in the Israel-Hamas war and release of captives held by Palestinian groups in Gaza. The sides discussed a potential deal that would include a phased truce that would see women and children released first and humanitarian aid entering the besieged Gaza Strip. The Prime Minister said during an event hosted by the Atlantic Council in Washington, D.C., that we are hoping to relay this proposal to Hamas and to get them to a place where they engage positively and constructively in the process. Qatar's Prime Minister also said that Hamas had demanded a permanent ceasefire as a precondition to enter negotiations. He went on to say that I believe we moved from that place, to a place that potentially might lead to a ceasefire permanently in the future. Hopefully that's the case, man. We don't need more people dying for nothing. And that's it for the headlines. Time to pay the bills.
That's right. Let's get into Word on Road. Yes, what?
Yes, about the...
Oh, yeah, of course you can.
Yes, Danielle. It's
Why shouting, first of all? You feel like you're talking to someone back home. I was like, she's not on the phone.
Sorry. No,
She had
Danielle,
PTSD from
trust me,
moving.
this is real facts, right? There's secondary primary sources out there. Just Google Neanderthal DNA and you'll notice that everybody outside Africans have between 3 to 7% Neanderthal DNA. Africans are the only ones on the planet who have no Neanderthal DNA. It's
Why are you
facts.
clearing your throat?
Because she sent me a message.
Okay.
The interaction between early Homo sapiens and Neanderthals was not limited to what we now consider white populations. Genetic evidence shows that Neanderthals interbred with ancient humans in Europe and Asia. However, the majority of modern humans with significant Neanderthal ancestry are those whose ancestors left Africa. This is because Neanderthals primarily lived in Europe and parts of Asia, areas where early modern humans migrating out of Africa would have encountered them. Sub-Saharan African populations have much less or no Neanderthal DNA because their ancestors did not migrate through regions where Neanderthals lived. However, recent studies have shown that some Neanderthal DNA may be present in African populations as well, likely due to migration of humans from Eurasia, to Africa. Therefore, it's not accurate to say that only white people have Neanderthal ancestry. The interaction with Neanderthals was more related to geographic location and migration patterns than to race or skin color. So basically, it wasn't due to black people saying, nah, we ain't doing that, but because they didn't cross as many paths and no evidence to prove otherwise.
Yeah, but
if black people didn't discover chicken, we might be eating fish.
No. Some of that is facts, right? But that's basically what I was trying to say. I said that Africans this is not a case of white people being the only ones with Neanderthal DNA. It's a case of everyone except Africans. Do you see what I'm saying? And yes, the reason is because every African today is descendants of those who never left Africa. We were okay with the beautiful conditions of Africa. Everybody that left, when they came under the pressures of the climate, the cold, and all that other crap, and then seeing them Neanderthals over there, they made certain decisions. But we never left. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what I'm saying. No African has Neanderthal DNA. Every non-African does, to varying degrees. And you're right in saying that some Africans may do, only because some people returned. In the same way you've got people, let's just say like Arabs, for example, who came into Africa later on. But Aboriginal Africans have no Neanderthal DNA. That's a fact. And pretty much what was said is kind of corroborating that.
I wonder if there was any difference in the warmth of the virgins.
Of the what?
You're actually a nuisance sometimes.
Because to go and say, them over there. Why not?
Oh gosh, I cannot deal. All right, so Britney Spears. So I love Britney Spears, you know, she's such good vibes, man. But anyways.
She's still wearing that pint. She needs to sort that out.
My babe is she's not sorting nothing out. Leave her alone. Let her dance on the pole, whatever she's doing. She just has a great time, man. She has a great time. Aliens will not be killing Britney, I tell you that for free. They want her, and she will be the only person that's saved because she's just good vibes like that.
I think the dancing actually calls them. It's like a beacon. Whatever she does. That type of dancing.
Now bring up Britney, man. I flipping love Britney Spears. I absolutely love that woman. I didn't even love her like this back in her heyday. But anyways, right? So I talked about her memoir that came out last year. It was called The Woman, or it is called The Woman in Me. And it came out like October last year. And in there, she talked about so much. Talked about her 13-year conservatorship, all that stuff. She also talked about Justin Timberlake and obviously their relationship. And she talked about getting pregnant and him essentially saying to her, you need to get rid of that, essentially, allegedly. But anyway, she's gone on to apologise to him, which I thought was nice, I guess. It was cute. But anyway, so basically, he was on Jimmy Fallon. He's promoting a single called Selfish. She's got a new album coming out. And she posted it up and said, I want to apologise for some of the things I wrote about in my book. If I offended any of the people I genuinely care about, I am deeply sorry. I also wanted to say I'm in love with Justin Timberlake's new song, Selfish. It is so good, and how come every time I see Justin and Jimmy together, I laugh so hard? I think it's sweet that she apologized, but then again, I'm like, I don't know if an apology is needed because it's her story, innit? Like, it's her life. It's what happened to her. So I don't know, but yeah, she did that anyway. I guess he's all bitter and stuff, but he's been interesting seeing what kind of man he is over the years. So there's that. Also, in really exciting news, which I'm very, very pleased about, Jess Hilarious has officially joined the Breakfast Club, man.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
Okay, well done, man.
I absolutely love it. Big news. So she's going to start officially. Her official start date is the 5th of February, which is going to be sick. So I think the rollout was also sick because there was a rumor ages ago that she joined the show, but then neither parties had confirmed it or whatever. Old people were like on radio and whatnot, making jokes about it, saying, "Oh, she jumped the gun. Her contract probably never signed." Whatever. But they basically used that as the rollout, where you're hearing all the audio from everybody that was talking about it, and then it's like this seat that is like a throne, and then it's just empty, and then she appears there, and then the guys are next to her, and really, really sweet. She's really good on the show. I've really enjoyed her on the show. I like the fact that she's like her own person. She reminds me of me. She does. She speaks her mind. She lets them know when it is that they're just being silly, when they're not like. But she's also very professional. And I rated her level of professionalism when Sexy Red came on the show. So Sexy Red was saying how, obviously she's pregnant and whatnot, but she was saying how Jess must have said something about her on a previous show and whatnot. And it's so funny. Anyway, I'll talk about that another day. But anyways, so Sexy was basically like, I'm not going to talk to you because I'm in your face now. You're all smiling. But when I wasn't here, you basically said this, that, and the other about me. And Jess was just like, let's talk about it. But she was being so professional. And I just really rated it. Obviously, I understand where Sexy is coming from. But at the same time, if people that do like public commentary don't talk about these people, you're not going to be relevant. That's the honest truth about it. So when you then decide to take offense to what it is that people are reporting about you, I don't get it. And then they had to find the clip back. It was a whole thing. It was a whole rigmarole about it all. But anyways, I like the fact that Jess just kept her composure. She was like, okay, let's talk. She's like, if I said something, I apologize. She was very, very mature about it all. And I just really liked the way she dealt with it. So yeah, I think she's a great addition to it. I think she's gonna make the show a lot littier. I think that I just think she's great. I think honestly, just think she's great. She's flipping funny. And she's just really, really cool as well. So it should be really fun. But yeah, man, big up her. So Power 105 on their page said, Jess Hilarious is officially the new co-host of The Breakfast Club, alongside the OGs Charlemagne, big up Charlemagne, and DJ Envy. And then to quote Jess, they said, I'm confident that taking the third seat, this is what Jess said, I'm confident that taking the third seat at The Breakfast Club will show people that Jess Hilarious is not just comedy, but culture. Big up Jess, man. Love that.
That's a mad acquisition. And it's true.
Sick.
You saying
She
that
said
she
that.
reminds you of you. Obviously, those are your words. But
Yeah.
I more see it as that powerful impact.
Yeah.
Just imagine us being able to pluck a you, knowing full well that, well, now the world knows that you can cook, right? And we are able to basically acquire you. That would be groundbreaking for any platform.
Yeah, I'm really happy for her. And she said that because she then has another video on her page where she's just talking with like captions. And she's basically, I feel like, because she was like, why would I not want to be on Breakfast Club? She was like, are you guys deeping what Breakfast Club is? Like, Breakfast Club is a legacy show. And my goal at one point was to be a guest on there. But now I'm a host on there. Like, shit, like, this is a big deal kind of thing. So like, don't try to ruin my parade. Don't try to make me think da-da-da-da. I'm sorry. She said this is a big deal. And I just love it for her. Like, she's so confident. She's wavy, man.
She's waking up the entire culture.
This is it.
Morning.
Do you know how lit that is?
Mad. And obviously because I watched the show that you told me about. What was it called?
A morning show.
Oh.
Yeah, man. It's lit. I still haven't watched it, you know.
What?
What morning show?
As in last episode, last season.
Oh, okay. Go.
The morning show is a sick show. But it's honestly, it's such a... It's a position of power. I love it. I can't lie to you.
You're feeling it, right? Tingles.
I love it. Because it's lit. It's like, it's actually lit to be on a show. And especially when you're not, like, when you respectfully, yeah, obviously, in the words of Megan Thee Stallion, right? If you feel like you have to bite, then maybe it applies to you. But there's something about being part of a show that's not dead. Do you get what I mean? Like, when you're very aware that what you're creating is amazing, like, it's lit, like, you actually feel the greatness of what you're creating. It's a different kind of walk. It's a different kind of pep in your step. It's a different energy that you have to be involved with that. And I'm just speaking about TDA. So I can't imagine with her, like, having Breakfast Club having been for years and having the notoriety Breakfast Club has, her as a fan then going into that, it's lit.
And I think it would bring renewed life into it too.
100%.
As
100%.
you said, she does, have her own.
She's very confident
and whatnot. She would tell them,
Yeah.
"You're chatting shit."
And I think that was the thing with them getting somebody. I think sometimes when you have a show already, like, I feel like for a show like Breakfast Club, obviously with TD as well, TD is an everyday show. For everyday show, when you got different personalities in there, you have to have a personality of your own. I don't think that coming on a show like this, as in TDA, Breakfast Club, whatever, is where you try to find your feet. You will never find it because you're in a room with sharks. So you got to be able to swim.
100%.
Otherwise you get caught. Do you get what I mean? So I feel like with Breakfast Club, that's why I really rated about her. It's like, with the other guests that will come on, it's like, they were aware, with your mic, they were aware that they were like auditioning for the show, if that makes sense. But she never came as if she's auditioning. She came like, I deserve to be here.
Yeah.
And this is what I think. And when they would say something, she'd be like, no. She called them losers. She called the people that were going to let the execs know that, yes, please keep Jess on, losers. Like, she is never afraid to let them know, because she's like, I'm a grown woman. And also as well, she rates what it is that she does. She might not be Kevin Hart. They might not be singing her name across the world comedy-wise, but because she believes in her craft, she knows that, excuse me, I'm talented, so you can't talk to me any kind of way. She's lit, man. And when you see Charlemagne, because everyone talks about Charlemagne, I love Charlemagne. Like, I want to interview Charlemagne one day. But like, she puts him on mute. Like, they let Jess speak. Big up Jess Hilarious, man. I'm so, when I saw it yesterday, I was so happy for her. I'm so happy for her. Big up her. And and I remember when she was doing the show as well, like on the trial runs and whatnot, she was like on tour at the same time. She's making it happen. Well deserved, man. Absolutely. And I just think she's the perfect fit. And you know, in America as well, there's like a lot of like colorism and stuff like that going on. So a dark-skinned woman being on a impactful show like that. Sick. Big up her, man. But speaking of people with big egos, Kanye West. This one, I'm standing with Kanye on this. I am. I'm saying, you guys already know. I know. But wait for the subject matter. You guys already know how I feel about people in public spaces, and as in people that are public facing, people that are celebrities, and how they get treated. I'm here for it. They're not pieces of meat, and you don't get access to people because you feel like you should, basically. So basically, he was going somewhere. He was going to a show for somewhere. I can't remember the person's name now. But basically, he was walking, and there was like, obviously, he's Kanye West in it. There's reporters and whatnot. But this lady, there's this TMZ reporter, had her phone in his face, trying to record him asking questions. And the question that she asked him, because she was asking him a few other questions, he was just airing her. He's still wearing his mask thing. But what annoyed him when he snatched the phone off her, and I'm here for the snatching, snatched the phone, was she basically said to him, does your wife have free will? And I just think that is just, yes. Is his wife walking around places naked? Yes. And when I say naked, I mean her nipple is just covered and she's got a little thong on and thigh-high boots and used a cussing Britney Spears. Anyway, wherever in it. Is she dressing how is not an abnormal way to what we know as dressing? Yes. Does she look like Kim Kardashian a little bit? Yes. Is she doing weird things? Yes. But it's Kanye's wife. Kanye does all of them things. Do you get what I mean? But I just think asking somebody if their wife has free will is very, very mad, because that's like that's an abuse allegation, in my opinion. You might think I don't think I'm reaching high enough. But saying to someone, does your wife have free will, is very mad. It's giving cult, it's giving she's trapped, it's giving all those kind of things. And again, I just feel like sometimes, anyway, whatever, there's that. So basically, he snatched this woman's phone off her hand. He basically said to her, he took her phone from her and basically said that she was extremely disrespectful and very rude for asking such a question. And he said, I'm a human being and you need to respect me. He said, when I didn't have access to my children, when I didn't have rights to see them, when I was fighting for custody, were you in my face asking me questions about that? No, you weren't. It was like a whole 3-minute conversation. Then the police officer came, and he was like, because he was asking this woman questions. She wasn't asking, she was like, oh, like, can I get my phone back? He was like, no. He was like, what's your name and what's your address? He was like, what's your full name and what's your address? Because I don't know whether he's thinking about a lawsuit, whatever it was. But he was just like, I'm a human being, And he was like, you can't be in my face like that, that you treat me with respect just because you think you're a reporter, whatever. And then the police, so he was asking her name, and then the police came, and he was like, oh, what's going on here? Is everything all right? And he was like, he told the police, he said, I was walking, minding my business, and she's asking me with a camera in my face, does my wife have free will? How disrespectful, And the officer was like, oh, do you not know each other? And Kanye was like, actually, yeah. How do you know me, ma'am? Because he was like, I don't know this woman. I'm asking for her full name. She's not giving it to me. And then she was all mute and whatnot. And then he was like, how much is it that you get paid? I'll double your salary right now. This little heifer starts smiling. Then he was like, look at you, you're smiling. He was like, you know what? Then he gave her phone and then he told the security, get her full name and whatnot. I don't know what's going to happen after that, but I'm here for that, man. I feel like the way, like, paparazzi have moving stuff, like when you got your phone in people's faces, even people that meet like someone that they watch on a podcast or whatever, you just got your phone. It's rude. It's rude. People are not pieces of meat that this is some exhibition. You can just do stuff like that to them about. It's just horrible, man. But I was here for that. Kind of related. Not many Kanye stunts I'm here for, but this one I was here for because he was speaking from the heart. He was really like, I wouldn't say he was annoyed. He was just more upset because it's just like, bro, like, what's your problem? He was even saying like, I'm going to a show to support my friend, and now you just come with this kind of energy and whatnot. So that happened. And then in other news, Fredo, as in the rapper, the British rapper, he's been sentenced to 5 years in Dubai jail, man. 5 years.
He's innocent, man.
No, he's not. He was charged with possession of cannabis.
God damn it.
Okay. There you have it.
It was broccoli.
I don't know how people do that in Dubai. I don't know how, like, even in Dubai, yeah, like, I don't know how people are not, I would be so nervous. Like, when I'm going through airport security anyway, I have this level, I'm not nervous, I'm just like, I hope I don't find something or someone doesn't, because I also believe, allegedly, hypothetically, I've watched enough shows to show me this, sometimes they'll be planting stuff. So I'm like, I don't want you to not like me, and then now you're planting shit in my bag. Mm-hmm. Now, you know, I'm banged up abroad and crap. That's my worst fear. I couldn't deal with that. I could not. I'd be like, Rishi Sunak, please. Please, sir, come and get me. Kemi, do something. I couldn't be banged abroad. But Dubai, I'm like, why do people keep playing with Dubai? Why do you not keep going there with CBD oil, with flipping vibrators, with sex toys, with weed, cannabis? Anyway.
It's a shame. If you was in that predicament, yeah.
Oh, I
And
couldn't.
Rishi Sunak, knowing how influential you are, right?
Isn't confirmed. I'm on a news article that says it has been. There's several news articles that are writing about it. So I guess allegedly. But
Okay,
thank you.
okay.
Who is that? Oh, UK Hip Hop Daily. But yeah.
Yeah, hopefully, man, it's not true. But yes, if you were
Can you
in
imagine it
that...
comes at 10?
God forbid.
I wish it was true. But sorry, go on.
Yeah, like if you were in that predicament,
Mm-hmm.
and knowing how influential you are, this, that, and the third,
Yeah.
and Rishi Sunak says, listen, I'll do what I can to get you free,
Yeah.
but you need to be on my campaign.
I am. 100%.
So you're out
I'm coming in here in a
Wembley.
big up the Tories, bro. I'm gonna get a new black merch on a blue hoodie. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I don't think you guys understand the level of which I cannot be in jail. I'm not made for it. I told you guys that you brought up a scenario with aliens. And I said if the stress was against me, I'd be like, hey, just kill me. I don't like stress. The way I don't like stress, because I'm a simple girl. I'm very simple. Doesn't take much to entertain me. Doesn't take much to host me. I'm a simple person. And so in the little comforts of my life, I like it. It's not much. And I can't have that little comforts in a regimented jail sentence. I couldn't deal with that. But anyway, we'll keep an eye on that anyway. I will definitely do that. But he's been in Dubai since October last year. This is when the situation happened. He has not posted on Instagram since July last year. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. I don't know what I hope for. I don't know. I'm just gonna be quiet about that. But yeah, there's several articles that have reported on it. So yeah, it's actually quite a bit. Damn. Yeah. We'll see anyway what happens with all of that stuff. But when it is confirmed, if there's a statement from his camp, his manager, all that kind of stuff, I will let you know. Stuff like that, so I'm like, what happens to my house? What happens to my life? My house, my bank accounts, like, what happens to some? I'm like, cancel direct debits first. That's the first thing we're going to do. Your phone number? Do you lose your phone number? Your house? What happens to your house? You just stop. What happens to your stuff in your house? I think say it's like you're paying rent, yeah. It's even worse if it's a mortgage.
Yeah, you're in trouble, man.
Your car?
Yep.
Where do I know this from? Someone got arrested one time and their car was just left there and asked someone else to go and pick up the car. But the person couldn't drive. Oh, I think it was a YouTube story. Some girl got basically she got for possession of guns, or fire, as in this UK. And she spent, they basically, this guy that she was dating was trapping out of her house, but she didn't know that police were watching him, but she wouldn't do nothing. And then, I think she didn't know he had a gun either, or something like that. Anyway, police were watching him, so when she left, there was 3 of them. When he left the house, they arrested one of the other guys. He was on his way to get something or whatever, but then he obviously couldn't contact the other 2. Then they came, and gosh, she had a newborn baby and everything. They had to then wait. She had to again call her grandma. Grandma came to get the baby and whatnot. Then she got arrested, and the guy wouldn't tell the police that she had nothing to do with it. You people talk about don't snitch. I'm singing higher notes than Mariah Carey. You must be joking. I'm not going to jail for anybody. Anyway.
I don't know where the term bando came from.
Bando.
Yeah.
From... Oh no, actually, that would have existed. I was thinking of that song, Trap Trap in the Bando. I Don't Want to Let You. That's a banger. I wonder where that came from.
Dude.
It's not... Are you asking Bud?
Yeah.
What do you know?
Maybe.
Yeah, man, going to jail looks hard. It's terrible. My worst fear is going to jail for something I actually didn't do. If I did it, fair, innit? I believe in consequences and whatnot. But if I didn't do it, like on a Michael Scofield type situation, oh gosh. Yeah, man. It ain't it.
Okay, found it.
Where's that?
All right then. In rap and hip hop culture, the term bando is a colloquial abbreviation for abandoned house or abandoned building. Bando. Oh, these blacks are so great.
Blacks are so great when it comes to bando.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, man.
I learned something today. I like that. Now I can tell somebody that's where it came from. Because I've heard trap house, right?
Brent, what conversation are you having where you have to tell somebody that's where bando came from? The word bando came from.
I might be talking to.
You don't be having conversations like that.
I might be talking to a middle or upper class white person, and then somebody mentions bando in a conversation.
And you say, fun fact.
Bando?
What is that?
Whatever is that? And I'm like, hey, it's an abandoned building. It's an abbreviation for an abandoned building. Bando. Oh, bando. I've got a few bandos.
You're so dumb.
Yeah, man.
You're so silly, man.
I like that.
But yeah, man, that is all from me. I'll be back tomorrow. People's Journal, please.
What's happening now? All right, people, welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. First thing I want to mention is the train strikes again, man. Just a reminder to everybody that strikes by ASLEF, which is a train union, people basically who work on the railway, the union, and pretty much it's going to be affecting services at 17 different train companies, right? So please do due diligence and make sure you don't get caught up in all the strikes. Today, Southeastern, Southern Gatwick Express, GTR Thameslink, Southwestern Railway and SWR Island Line are going to be striking. Tomorrow, on Wednesday the 31st of Jan, Northern Trains and Transpennine Express are going to be striking. On Friday, C2C, Greater Anglia, LNER. So that's, I guess, a lot of trains coming into London as well. They're going to be striking Saturday, Avanti West Coast, East Midlands Railway, West Midlands Trains, and next week, Monday as well, Chiltern, Cross Country, and Great Western Railway are going to be striking. So again, make sure you don't get caught up in that, guys. Next thing I wanted to mention is HSBC, man. They've been hit with a £57 million fine. This is one of the biggest fines they've been that these banks have been hit with, man. Mm-hmm. And basically, this is the reason why is because the PRA, which is the Prudential Regulation Authority, they pretty much said that, look, HSBC have failed to protect consumer deposits from 2015 to 2022. So you know when you go to certain banks, right, they always tell you, well, they don't always tell you, but I remember in Metro Bank, right, there's like a plaque near the teller line, and it talks about how they subscribe to the whole FSCS, the Financial Services Compensation Scheme, which basically means that all your deposits up to a value of £85,000 are safe. So basically, even if a bank collapses or whatever it may be, if you've got that much money in it and below, it's safe. You ain't going to lose your money. Well, apparently HSBC have marked 99% of all of eligible deposits as ineligible for FSCS protection. This is according to this the watchdog. So that means, well, obviously they see it as a huge, significant failing on HSBC's part, and basically it said that it materially undermined HSBC's readiness for restructuring. So say something was to happen now, all those people could be in a crazy situation. You know what I'm saying? Simply because they marked, it's not even like 5%, 99% of all eligible deposits were marked as ineligible for this particular protection scheme. So yeah, man, that is why they were hit with that big fine, and that's breaking news that literally just came true today. Next thing I wanted to mention is Lloyds. Remember last week, I believe, I mentioned how Lloyds are going to be downsizing and how they're getting rid of like 1,600 jobs. But it's more so a net thing, a net reduction of like 769, because there's going to be 830 new jobs that will be created in this particular like shake-up. But long story short, the reason why, I think I mentioned this last week as well, is what they're realizing is that people are just not going into the branches no more. You know what I'm saying? When was the last time you guys went into a branch?
Last time I went to a branch, ages ago. It's only when I have like a lot of cash I need to pay in.
Okay.
I haven't gone this year.
Okay.
But that's actually the only time I need it.
After you've come back from the bando.
God forbid.
Come back from the bando.
An abandoned house.
That's it.
Because he's got many, yes.
A drug storage facility.
Sorry? Excuse me?
Joint storage
Excuse me?
facility.
A drug storage facility.
What's that?
A bando.
I don't know what it works. I was talking about, like, you know, one of his houses.
But
Crime-free scene. Thank you very much.
But yeah, man, that's basically what the situation is. What they're trying to say is that certain parts of the country, yeah, is literally only 2 people that regularly go to these branches.
I hear it, because imagine if everyone moved like me, as in went to the bank like me, once in a blue moon.
This is it. That's what's
They should
happening.
be closed.
They literally said that like the amount of visits to branches have fallen by 90% since 2018. 90%.
It's mad.
It's insane. You know what I'm saying? They still got vans visiting more than 120 towns and villages at least once a month, giving like cash and check services and all that type of stuff for those people who can't, like, you know, get to like high street branches and stuff like this. So yeah, man, it's I guess a lot of resources have been wasted in it. So long story short, they're cutting 1,600 jobs. Like I said, 830 new jobs will be created. And so really it's just a net reduction of 769 jobs. But obviously it's not like those people who are currently in work are just going to be moved into new roles. It may be the case, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, can't just bank on that being the situation. Also, I wanted to mention, man, that a lot of customers, BT, Vodafone, EE, Free customers, all the major providers out there, apparently, according to research, the research has found, that pretty much all the customers, the broadband and the mobile customers, have been trapped between combined price rises of more than £60 a year. So obviously, you know, when you get your new contract, sometimes during the year you get your email, I don't know if it's in January or something, telling you about what's going to happen in April and how all of these, you know, the contract increases, the ones that happen, and basically it's about 3.9% or whatever it may be, based on inflation and all this stuff, CPI stuff, right? What they're saying is because of those increases, everybody's kind of trapped in, because obviously it's not like you can just move in it. Like you just know ahead of time that you're going to be subject to these particular increases. And what they're saying that means that people are going to be hit with a minimum of £60 a year increase, right? But, well, I shouldn't say minimum. I shouldn't say minimum. Basically, it's a combined price rise. Okay. So if you factor in the mobile phone, the broadband, and all the other things that occur along the length of your contract.
Okay, yeah. It'd be £60.
Between roughly about £60 a year, and exit fees in excess of £500. So if you're thinking, I want to go over there because there's something cheap over there, to exit out of your bloody contract, £500 potentially.
They're so cheeky, you know, the way they do those things. Because I remember there was a time where it's like, even when you give them notice, they'll tell you that you still got to pay this. I'm like, no, because I told you when I was meant to tell you. And I asked you when I should tell you to avoid additional fees. And now here we are. Simone people.
It's crazy, man. And obviously, I know that these figures may sound like, wait a minute, I'm just making things up. Well, apparently what they're saying is BTE and PlusNet have confirmed that they will be going ahead with a 7.9% broadband increase in April, right? So that means for the average BT user a year, that's extra £35.92, right? Or £218.64 exit fee. So if you wanted to leave, that's how much you would have to pay because of this increase. Or you're going to be paying an extra just under £36, right? Just for being a bloody, just using the service. You know what I'm saying? Vodafone SIM-only mobile customers face the same percentage change as well, resulting in the average customer paying an extra £27.36 a year. Or, to exit that, you're going to be paying £339, man, to get out of your contract. EE mobile customers as well face almost £25 hike as well, or £289 exit fee, and a similar type of thing with Free as well, where people are going to be subject to like a almost £20 hike as well, or to get out of the contracts, £235 exit fee as well. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. The last thing I wanted to mention briefly is just that the Russell Group, who basically is a group that represents like 24 of the leading universities in the country, have criticised government plans to increase maintenance loans, right, for university students by just 2.5%. So what they're saying is, in reality, that means those who are studying in England will be £2,000 worse off than if the government had increased the loans in line with inflation. You know what I'm saying? Well, in line with inflation since 2021 to 2022. £2,000 worse off. did you know also? Well, this is according to the head of the policy. Pardon me, the head of policy at for higher education, Joanna Burton. She said a quarter of students already regularly go without food and other necessities due to financial hardship at uni.
That's so sad.
Crazy, a quarter, you know.
That's mad.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's basically what the situation is. You know the money saving expert Martin Lewis, the guy who's he's got bare things on the internet. He's always on ITV talking about, you know, how the best ways to save money and, you know, certain switch deals and all types of stuff, right? He basically echoed her comments as well, pointing out that with inflation still at 4%, government proposals amount to a real terms cut in funding. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they basically need to do something about it, man. But that's pretty much it. The only other thing I guess I could mention is just that grocery inflation has gone up. Well, sorry, it didn't go up. It went down by 0.1%. So it's not a big decrease that people were kind of not expecting, but they were hoping it would be more than 0.1%. So inflation is kind of moving quite stubborn at the moment, you know what I'm saying? And considering on Thursday, I believe the Bank of England are going to be coming together to discuss what's going to be going on with the base rate in the country, people are kind of worried. Most people do expect that it's just going to remain at 5.25%, but people are saying if inflation proves to be stubborn, I don't know, they may decide later down the line to increase it. I don't know, by maybe 0.25% again, who knows? But this is what some analysts are saying. But that's pretty much it for the People's Journal.
Lovely, thank you. Let's get into our, I guess the last headlines for today.
All right, guys. So our last headlines, trigger warning here, guys. Big trigger warning. And this is regarding what happened in the stabbing attack that occurred in Bristol. Basically, 2 more people have been arrested in connection with the deaths of 2 teenage boys in Bristol on Saturday, bringing the total number of people detained to 4. So a 20-year-old man was arrested this morning, while a second man who's 22 was arrested in the afternoon. This is yesterday. And both of them are in custody. It follows, for those who don't know, a stabbing attack that happened in Ilminster Avenue in Bristol at around 11:20 on Saturday that left 2 teenagers dead. They both died in hospital in the early hours of Sunday morning. 2 people, a 44-year-old man and a 15-year-old boy, were arrested hours after the 2 boys were killed. And them 2 also remain in custody. Sad news, man. Next headline, and trigger warnings on all of these, by the way, guys. A Severn Met police officer has been found guilty of assaulting a man that he believed was a perpetrator of a crime rather than the victim. These people. PC Jonathan Marsh, who's 33, went to a report of a man making threats to kill and damaging a shop in Atlanta Boulevard in Romford in November of 2022. And he mistook one guy, I'm going to butcher his name, please forgive me, Rasike Atanyake. And this guy, he basically called 999, innit? Right, for the potential, for the suspect.
Yeah.
And then the PCs come around, arrested him and punched him in the head. Can you imagine?
Why?
Because he wasn't white. He looked like the perpetrator. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's sad. But anyway, I don't know what made him think he was the guy, even though he may have been standing there with a phone in his hand. When he saw the policeman being like, yeah, come, that's him.
WWB in it, walking wild flag.
You know what I'm saying? It's a damn shame, man. But yeah, at the court, the City of London Magistrates Court, Marsh had denied common assault, but obviously the man was found guilty. The man was arrested, the victim, and later de-arrested at the scene. But in the midst of all of that, at the scene, he was still arrested and punched in the head. So yeah, and the last headline, trigger warning here. Remember yesterday we spoke about the 3 people, 3 troops, I should say, from the US government who were killed in an enemy drone attack in Jordan on Sunday. They've released the names of these people, man. And it's sad. All of them are black, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, all 3 of them. Sergeant William Jerome Rivers, 46 years old. Specialist Kennedy Ladon Sanders, 24 years old. And a woman as well, Specialist Brianna Alexandria Moffett, who was 23. And they were killed when the drone hit their housing unit.
Yep.
It's a damn shame, man. Such a waste of life. The US has blamed the Iranian-backed groups, and the Pentagon said it carried out the footprints of Kataib Hezbollah. And the Pentagon has also reiterated that the US does not want a war with Iran. The Pentagon spokesperson Sabrina Singh said, "We don't seek war, but we will take action and respond to attack on our forces. CBS News, who is BBC's US partner, said that it was told by a US official.
I did not know that.
Or the partner?
I didn't know CBS was
Yeah.
Okay.
BBC's US partner. And they said that it was told by a US official that the drone used in the attack appeared to be Iranian made. The official indicated that it was a type of Shahed drone, which is a one-way attack drone that Iran has been providing to Russia. Iran obviously denied these accusations that were put forth by the US and the Brits, and that it supported militant groups. That basically they got blamed for their strike. So they're saying, look, we got nothing to do with this, man. And the Pentagon said that the 3 soldiers killed on Sunday morning came from an Army Reserve unit that was based in Fort Moore in the state of Georgia. Sad, man. But yeah, that's it for the headlines, guys.
We've got a comment that says, have you guys mentioned a fall in school attendance in inner London due to a lack of students?
No
Where's
way.
inner London? I don't know about inner London, Greater
I
London.
think maybe the city part.
So why
Within Greater.
are the kids not going?
I don't know. Mr. Enoch, can you send me a link, please? And I'll look into it.
Also, did you hear about the woman that died because she got hit by a bus?
No.
Woman died yesterday. She got hit by a bus yesterday. Was it Victoria? Or something. Very sad. But RIP to her, man.
Sad,
Horrible.
man.
Very
RIP.
horrible. And people in the comments, you know, like on Twitter sometimes, X, there's, what's it called? You know that there's certain accounts, they're like racist accounts. I don't know what race the woman was, but like you just see them under certain tweets saying stuff that they're like the what's the version of you know America's got KKK, right? What's the UK version?
NFs.
Yeah, those kind of extremes, right? But anyways, they're talking about this, right? And there's people out there talking about Sadiq Khan talking about to get rid of those red things. So what, get rid of buses?
The red things, you know.
They're literally, they're like, this is so evil. And then they put up like other articles of people that have been hit by buses and have died.
Wow.
But they're like, get rid of the buses. I said, some of you, when you say things, does it register in your mind that this is something that makes sense? Anyway.
These are the people, man. I've quickly just looked up what...
People that are going to vote. Anyway.
Exactly. But I've quickly looked up what Enoch was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And basically, just to report on it, I'll look into it, obviously, and give a bit more detail. But this new report has emerged and basically said that the falling roles crisis that has forced London councils to consider closing emerging primary schools is making its way into the secondary phase. So basically, research by London councils found that the capital secondary schools could have 4,000 fewer pupils joining in the next 4 years, equating to 134 classes and a 4.3% drop in demand for year 7 places between 2024 and 2027. Maybe people can't afford staying in London, so they're just moving out.
Oh, yeah, that's
Maybe,
true,
yeah.
actually. Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, man, last year the predicted drop was 3.5%. Over the same period, secondary pupil numbers nationally are only due to fall by 0.77%. So the problems in some boroughs are more severe than others. That's what they're saying. One area faces a 12.8% drop in year 7 pupils, while another faces an 8.9% rise. So yeah, man, inner London will be hardest hit by the fall in secondary roles, man, with 6.7% drop compared to 3.4% in outer London. So yeah, I believe this is what Enoch is talking about, man. Apparently the number of primary pupils, I should say, across England has been falling for several years as a population bulge caused by the 2000s baby boom makes its way through the school system. Okay, yeah. But yeah, London obviously has faced some severe demographic changes as well, exacerbated by immigration of families from the capital in response to housing costs, like we just said, and also in response to Brexit and COVID-19, all them type of things there. But yeah, man, that's essentially what's happened. Thanks for that, Enoch. I'll look into that. Maybe do a topic of the day. Who knows? But yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Let's get into the reaction.
All right, guys, welcome to the reaction. There were a few games yesterday. In the FA Cup, Blackburn played Wrexham and they beat the hell out of them 4-1. And obviously in Afcon, the most important tournament at the moment, Cape Verde is really doing a lot, you know. They're really just beating the odds. And they beat Mauritania, man.
This is the odds. What odds? Odds that people set on them because you guys didn't have expectations on them.
Yeah, man. But yeah, they beat Mauritania 1-0. And Senegal, it looks like Senegal had a good game with Ivory Coast, but they lost. Ivory Coast won 5-4 on penalties. But yeah, I believe this is Chijuke.
I love a penalty shootout. It gets so intense. So the anxiety is mad. I couldn't be a footballer. I couldn't do that. I'd be so stressed. Morning, Chijuke.
Morning.
It would have been awkward if it wasn't you. How are you?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, it's not a lot of games to report on today. Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't know if you were just in the middle of speaking about the Ivory Coast result with Senegal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I was just mentioning the score pretty much. Just that it was 1-1.
Yeah.
Ivory Coast beat them 5-4 on penalties.
Yeah, no, it was because obviously they're the holders, so that was a massive result. And we're going from this is a country that just sat their management tournament, and now they're through to the quarterfinals. So yeah, the home nation are feeling better about themselves now.
Sick.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Cape Verde, man?
I mean they should have won, but Mauritania did well. They gave a good account of themselves. It was a late penalty, so. But yeah, Cape Verde on balance probably should have won that game anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're now facing the winners of Morocco, South Africa, which is on at 8:00 today.
Mm.
And then I think Mali, Burkina Faso is on at 5, and they'll be facing Ivory Coast. Whoever wins that faces Ivory Coast in the quarterfinals.
Okay.
So yeah, it's all. Yeah, so there's a few big names going out. So tournaments opening up for the smaller nations.
Who you got in the Morocco-South Africa game?
I think Morocco should win. They should win. But it just depends what South Africa turns up. If it's the one that can take their chances, it could be a tight game for Morocco.
Okay. You know the South Africa team, yeah? What type of team is it? Is it like an African-based one, or is it like a Neanderthal-based one?
I think a lot of their players are based in the local league. They do, as far as I know, I don't know too many European-based players in their squad. I know the goalkeeper for Nigeria that unfortunately got injured. He was playing his football in South Africa. Some good games today, and then Friday onwards, there'll be real tough games coming up.
Hopefully Nigeria can do what they should be doing. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Who are you calling for the win, Chijoke? Who do you think is going to win the tournament?
My heart says Nigeria, obviously, but I think if Morocco can get through today, they're probably the favourites now with Senegal out.
So Morocco with the win, yeah.
Can you imagine? after the whole shenanigans last week. We got Morocco there. We got Ramsey. I won the topic.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, as I said, it's not been easy for a lot of these bigger nations anyway.
I'm glad you ignored Emmanuel's question.
Sorry, I missed that question. What was the question?
Are they majority white or black in South African team?
What, the team? No, there's quite a few black players.
You can support them now.
Well, majority though. No, because I'm in the dilemma. Should it be Morocco or should it be South Africa? You know, both countries are hostile to blacks.
I was going to say Morocco don't like you.
So I'm trying to, I don't know who to support.
I think you got a better chance of South Africa.
I mean, apartheid's not there at South Africa anymore, so go South Africa.
Legally, on TV it's not there, but we know where it is. It's alive and well, man. Funny you said that, yeah. Just yesterday, I think Christy, big up Christy. I think she sent me a clip of one white guy in South Africa talking about, you know what? If you guys want to start taking away land from white people, best believe there's going to be a civil war. It's like, what are you talking about? Threatening civil war in bloody 2020-something over land that's not yours. But, such is life.
Yeah. But I mean, if we're talking how South Africans feel about Nigerians, I know there's a lot that's quite hostile to us. I don't think we're welcome over there from what I've seen. And
there was a whole that whole xenophobia a few years back.
Yeah.
Where all the students that were studying there and stuff like that were being killed and all that kind of stuff allegedly, and being run out and all that. It was a whole thing. Like they had to get the Nigerian government to send them help and all that kind of stuff. It was a whole thing.
It's a damn shame. Africa. Yes. Thank you very much for that, Jujuke.
That's all right.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jujuke.
Last thing I wanted to mention, guys, is the situation with Marcus Rashford. Do you hear about Brent?
Yes.
Apparently, Man United are basically saying that he has taken full responsibility, for his actions after reports that he was seen in night spots in Northern Ireland on Wednesday and on Thursday evening. Right?
He's not allowed to party.
Well, it'll make more sense when I continue. Basically,
they keep talking about buying them.
No, but the thing
They are buying them.
he missed training on Friday. He said he was ill.
Oh, it's hungover, yeah. I would be too if I was on a 24-hour bender.
We can't be paying you 100K for this.
Bro.
How much are they even paying, bro?
Millions.
Money,
A lot.
300 and something a week.
And you can't stay out of a club. 300K.
What am I spending my money on then? What am I spending my money on? What am I spending my money on if I'm always in flipping training? The money you're paying me, what do I get to spend it on? I'm not in my house. I'm in the training camp.
This guy, man.
Always training. Don't get to have a nice little brunch with my friends. He's silly there because everyone take paracetamol before you get to bed, bro. Get the hydro tablets and hydrate yourself. He too. It's hard to defend people sometimes.
I'm telling you, man. So yeah, he missed training on the Friday, reporting ill, and also didn't feature in the game on Sunday.
Well, yeah, he missed training on Friday.
There you go, yeah. But United put out a statement and said that this has been dealt with as an internal disciplinary matter, which is now closed.
That's
Rashford
serious.
is back in training. The 26-year-old will now be available for selection for United's Premier League trip to Wolves on Thursday. So yeah, at least they've dealt with it.
Do you know what's so funny? Because actually, I saw the article on him when I was doing my bits for my Word and Road. And it was like, oh, Marcus Rashford on a 2-day bender. And I just said, and I just thought, oh, like, that's so sad. Like, what kind of news is that? You don't even get to have a normal life. Man can't even go to Tesco no more. That's literally what I thought. Didn't know he was even facing punishment. That's so funny, man.
But yes, that's pretty much it for the reaction, man.
Do the coaches get paid a lot?
International coaches.
Well, not for like a local Brighton team.
No, I thought you as in
Especially, I don't know what
comparing.
Brighton do, but
Because I think the Premier League coaches would
yeah,
get
like
a
a
lot
Manchester
more
United
than,
coach.
I think so. Yeah, millions, isn't it? Ain't it, Brent?
Yeah.
I think
millions,
so.
yeah.
I would thought that. Or even like an
Tens
ex-coach.
of millions, I would say.
Because you know sometimes people are like, oh, I want to be with an athlete. The kind of prayer I have, you people don't know how you talk to God. The kind of person I'm going for is not the person that is in your face. Anyway, love that.
Arteta gets 150 a week.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah.
1,000 or millions?
1,000.
I would have stood in his DMs. Shamelessly so. Oh, I love that for him.
So much pep.
That's lit though.
Get paid a lot of money, man.
No wonder they quit when they have to quit when they lose a game.
Boy.
Even though it's not their legs running on the pitch.
He gets $1 million a month.
Who, Guardiola?
Yeah. €1 million a month.
Yeah, but you know euros is rude now. It's probably £999,000. That's lit.
A lot of money, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, well done.
From my lips to your ears, God. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let's get into our outro. Brent's transgressions yesterday.
We finished on time yesterday. Right when you wanted to finish.
Yeah, is that on time though? That was leeway.
Just in case.
Just in case, honey. People, thank you for tuning in, as you guys always do, showing up and showing out. We appreciate you. Please don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It would be nice to get us. I want a plaque. That's what I want.
Like the one above your head?
What's above my head?
It's not really a plaque, but it's like a chopping board. It says Brent Goodress, King of
No.
Kitchen.
I want a plaque with a gold disc.
Oh.
I want a plaque. So basically, yeah, help me get a plaque by liking the videos, watching TDA, subscribing to the channel, all that great stuff. I want a plaque that's TDA related. Do you get me? Like we've hit this many millions on our views, or we've hit whatever subscribers. I just want a plaque, y'all. So make that happen for me, please. Nice, thank you. What was I gonna say? Sorry, I'm so focused on myself. Follow The Day After TNB on Instagram, Twitter, and on TikTok. It will be greatly appreciated. Share our videos as well when they're posted up. Oh, I need to have a word with you actually after this, Brent. Yeah. Please share our videos, all that great stuff. If you want to send your dilemmas in, you can send it via voice note or text messages. You'll send your dilemmas via voice note. No one would notice you. We'll keep it a secret. And there's no apps to. Do we have an app to like change the voices? Someone must have created one.
Yeah, I think there is.
I got effects on this board.
Have you? Yeah.
Hold on, let me just see if I could test this out whilst we're talking. Bang, 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 bang.
Because I really want to hear voice notes. 'Cause I feel like the gist is sweeter sometimes when you hear it than when you read it. Is that someone with my plaque? Morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning. Good night. So it's like 2 a.m. here. I'm in Canada, but I have a bit of a
Oh,
dilemma.
so you got a nice accent.
Completely off topic properly. Oh, thank you. We have a bit of a dilemma here, and I just call in and get y'all's opinion if that's okay.
Okay, of course.
Okay.
What's your name?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Omar.
Can you hear us?
Say
Yeah,
Mark.
can you hear you now?
Yeah, we can hear you, babe.
Omar.
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 Morning, well, good evening, Omar. But yeah, what's the dilemma?
All right. So I've been talking to this girl regularly for like about right before Christmas, a week before Christmas. So like coming up on this past month now. So maybe
Okay.
5-6 weeks.
Nice.
And we linked up in the city nearby. She lives about like 6 hours away from me, let's say. And we linked up in the city that's about 4 hours from her and 2 hours.
6 hours is nearby.
Kind
Maybe
of
that's the
huge,
longest
right?
relationship.
Kind of the boy.
Okay, sorry.
Anyways, we linked up in the city. We went on 3 dates. At the end of the second date, I kissed her and whatnot. And at the end of the third day, I was there. I kind of told her I wanted to see her and whatnot, and I wanted to go to her. She would come to me. She offered to come to me, but work and whatnot, she couldn't make it because she took on a new position, manager position. She's busy, yada, yada, yada. I was like, I understand. If you want me to come there, I'm down. Just let me know. And if you can't make it and whatnot, and if you want to come, like, I'm always free. Just let me know. Anyways, that day she told me she made a spontaneous decision to go to a cabin in the woods and just call off sick from work for 2 days. Kind of feels like, oh, you didn't want to see me. Like, maybe you don't like me as much as I like you. And I don't know if I should take like a back step or what. You know what I mean?
Oh, wait, she's going. Who's she going camping with?
So.
Her roommate and her roommate's boyfriend.
She's going with 2 people. And it's going to be a third wheel.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Unless there's more people she's not telling me about, I guess.
Are you sure she wasn't inviting you?
She definitely wasn't inviting me, no.
Why is she going to camping with 2 other people?
I don't know. Wanted to get away from the city for a bit.
Ask her. Ask her, like, oh, is it just 3 of you going? That's very odd. I wouldn't go away with a couple. Unless, like, they're into, like, threesome things, and I guess it's a throuple. But I would ask her, like, oh, will you... Say again?
I said, don't mind, make my mind go that way.
Sorry. Let's focus on one thing at a time. I would ask her, if I was seeing a guy and he's out here going on a trip with his friend and his friend's girlfriend, excuse me, why are you on the trip? Yes, I would ask. And I think, do you know what? Yeah, this is my attitude to dating, right? When you're first starting to getting to know somebody, you don't have much to lose. So I would actually say, I would bring up the fact that I feel like you took time off to go and third wheel a cabin trip, but you didn't want to take time off to see me. Do you really want to be seeing me, or are you not really interested? Like, what's the tea? Because sometimes with women, I will say, when you're not sure if you like a guy totally yet, you're not really free like that. As soon as you like the guy, you're gonna be calling us back, to try to get rid of her. I tell you that all of the time now. All of a sudden now, I've got all the time in the world to see you, and I'll move mountains to see you. So I personally would advise bringing it up. I think it's worth bringing it up because if you like her, and you got good vibes from the date and whatnot, and she's made you feel like she's also interested. Honestly, the only way is up. I feel like you need to get. I'm here for people saying how it is that they really feel and like letting people know what their thought process is. Because I think it can only be in your favor. Because if she says that, I'm not really feeling this, then you know to step back. But if she says this is the reason why, whatever reason she comes up with, then you know whether you want to carry on seeing her or you want to step back. I don't think there's any. I'm so here for people being as brutally honest as they want to be in the talking stage or getting to know each other stage. You've got nothing to lose. All it does is saves you time on whether or not I should waste my time.
You. Wise words. I actually love you.
Love you too, babes.
Okay.
But don't let her hear this.
One more thing. Sorry? I love all of you. Evan, Kelly, Brent, everybody.
Sorry, it's less special now because you put them in there.
Spread the love around.
Can you imagine? He's spreading, excuse me. I didn't hear Evan and Brent telling you anything. Can you imagine?
Okay.
What's the second thing?
Thing is, we talk almost every day, and that's been kind of like helping me convince myself that, like, okay, of course she likes me. She's taking hours out of her day to talk to me.
Yeah, she does. That's a sign.
But now I'm thinking that maybe she just likes the validation. Maybe she just likes the attention. Or she doesn't like me enough to come see me kind of thing. You know what I mean?
That's a word, because sometimes some women like doing pen pal. I'm a chronic pen pal. But I do think, I do think her talking to you, I think you guys talking every day is the fact that she is interested 100%, because women be airing messages. Like, if she's not interested, I don't know many women that would, especially if they got other people, maybe she doesn't have anybody else, but if they got other people, she definitely wouldn't be talking to you like that.
She's pretty attractive. If she wanted to have other people, I feel like she could. So she's talking to you every day. I do think that is a sign. Well, I would definitely read it that way as well. But I definitely think it's worth bringing it up to her. Like, so are you like, maybe try to bring up, like, actually never in a joke. I don't believe in doing LOLs when I'm dead serious about a conversation. But like, are you third wheeling them, or is it just three of you going? And then honestly, just bring it up. Just bring it up, because I feel like it would only make things clearer for you guys. Yeah, so I actually did bring it up in the moment because, like, I think she realized by how I sighed that I wasn't too pleased.
Was it on the
phone?
phone?
I kind of brought up, like, hey, like, yeah, this was over the phone, just like earlier today. I pretty much brought up, like, hey, I've been trying to see you and you keep on telling me you're busy, yada yada, but then, like, all of a sudden a trip in the woods and you're calling off sick days and whatnot. I'm like, that doesn't sit too right with me. I told her, but I also told her, like, hey, I don't know if I'm, like, my feelings are justified right now because that's your friend. You've lived together. You've known each other however long before that. And, like, we just started talking seriously a month and a half ago. So maybe I can't put this expectation on you yet now. Yeah. So I really just wanted to sit back and think about it for myself because I didn't want to be, like, insecure or, like, too possessive or whatever.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's another reason I called. Yeah.
Did she say anything back to that? Like, what was her reasons if it's not too
her
invasive?
response was like, I didn't even think of that, or that didn't cross my mind.
So she's really going with a couple?
Yes. Apparently.
A trip is a trip, child. Gotta get it where you can. She might feel like it's a bit too early to invite you on a trip.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's fair then.
Do the others have any input?
What? Oh.
I didn't hear half the stuff he was saying.
Okay, look at the people you say you love.
He was whispering.
No,
I had him clear, nice and clear.
Maybe it's because it's 2 a.m. and he doesn't want to wake anybody up in the house.
I could hear him nice and clear. You're closer to him than I am.
No, what I was going to say is...
so silly.
I think Esther's right, man. It might be... Well, I think it's definitely too early. She might be thinking, how many times have you guys seen each other? Twice? No, 3 times you said, didn't it?
3 times, yes.
3 times. So, yeah, she might be thinking, okay, you know what? Especially, has she introduced you to any of her friends yet?
No, I haven't been around, like, a city where her friends live, pretty much.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, it might be a situation where it's like, cool, I can't invite you just yet, you know what I'm saying, to this particular, like, woods in the cabin. Yeah. Cabin in the woods. And also, what was I going to say?
Bear wood in the cabin too, though, potentially.
You are not
Apologies.
okay.
This guy.
Let me hear what he said.
He said this. You really not gonna hear. He said
A
it.
bear in the cabin.
And they said there would be woods in the cabin. This actually invite you on a trip.
Yeah, like I mean, to her, she might be just thinking, you know what, it's a bit too early to invite
Yeah,
you
for
to like
that.
a trip. You know what I'm saying? A few days away already. So even though her friends are there, but also, what do you call it? Oh, what is it? I was gonna say, yeah, like it really could just be a legit like spur of the moment trip. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys are not together, and her making a decision to spend the weekend somewhere. It's not something she necessarily has to like tell you, like. You know what I mean? Like, get your approval of. She literally would just tell you, oh, you know what? Spur of the moment. I want to kind of de-stress. I'm going to go with my friends. You know what I'm saying? And just
Yeah,
letting you know.
that's
The fact
true.
that you speak every single day as well. Like, I don't think there's anything to worry about, man. Let her be free, man.
Yeah.
Yes, that I fully agree there. But
Yeah.
the thing is, she told me that she can't see me because of all the things she's going through. And now she's running away from all of those things. But not to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because remember, you only known each other for a month and a half. And she's with people that she lives with. Like, she knows them. Like, you know what I mean? I want to run away from my workplace, from the stress of, city life. I just want to be out there and not worry about nothing for 2 days with my friends.
No. Some time away is
Yeah.
definitely. I think but I do think traveling 6 hours to see a person is a lot. That's a flight to Nigeria.
No, the plan was a flight to where I live, which is about an hour away by flight.
As in the woods that they're going to.
No, between them, I think.
No. If she came to visit me, it would be a flight, which is only an hour.
It's the flights, babes. But I think because you're Canadian, because this
Yeah,
is their
it's normal
norm,
to
yeah,
them,
it
innit?
sounds,
Yeah.
because me getting a flight to Lincoln, man, is a lot, honey. That ain't happening.
Yeah.
So maybe there is that. I think when she gets off from the woods, I think you should have a conversation about is she actually interested in you, because maybe the strain of the distance is actually contributing to that. Because to be fair, yeah, because I get her not being able to take time off to come and see you, kind of thing, on account of the distance. Because it's a lot more effort than her just driving to the woods with her friends that might be close by. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to catch a flight to the woods.
No.
Do you get what I mean? So it's like a lot more effort to see. So you had to have that conversation from now on. I don't think there's ever too early for certain conversations, but you have to have the conversation of whether it's realistic for you guys to keep seeing each other. Because you're in a long distance relationship. I don't know if you know, but that is long
Long
distance.
distance situation. Yeah, okay.
Do you get me? So I think it's worth. I think when she gets back from her little breakaway and whatnot, have a conversation. Well, maybe even while she's there, there's no better time to relax than when you're in the woods and have
Low-key,
difficult conversations. But have the conversation. I think
didn't
you
even
guys
want
do
to
need to have a conversation though about whether what you guys are doing is feasible, because you're willing to travel to her. Is she willing to do the same back? And if she isn't, then what are we doing here? You have to figure out whether you enjoy being a pen pal or whether you want more. But I think the distance is a bit of a strain on her, having to drive or having to catch a flight to see you. That's why.
Okay.
But I think she does like you, but unfortunately the practicality of that and with work and all that kind of stuff makes it trickier.
What if the culture over there was such that this is what people are used to? You know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, cool, I'm going to see you maybe every 2 weeks, but we talk at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because Canada's it's huge.
Yes, I should put another caveat. She lives 8 hours away from her family is, and she drives like every other weekend to see them.
It's a family.
So
You're not family yet.
Yeah. I guess so.
That's family perks. Nah, you can't count family, best friends,
Yeah.
and people that have known
Especially
her
a month and a
long.
half.
You've known her a month and a half.
She also talks about like how much she enjoys driving and whatnot, which makes me feel like that's not really the reason. That she enjoys long drives. She always criticizes me for not wanting to do long drives.
No, but that's different though, because that's a family, innit?
And you may like long drives, but you don't like long drives all the time. You know what I mean? Like,
That's okay. Like I don't
8
mind
hours.
driving, but when I have to go somewhere, I'm like, oh, honey, do you get me? So I don't think I hear you, but again, that's a family,
Yeah.
and she's been doing that for so long. Where she might not feel like for me coming here every morning, it feels like a 20-minute drive. It's not, but because I do it every day, so often every week, it doesn't feel like a chore. If that makes sense. If I was going somewhere else and it was like an hour and a half, I'm like, are you kidding me?
And also bear in mind, if it's 8.5 hours or whatever it may be, right, to see a family every other week, you're now going to fit into the other weeks in between. So
Next
that's
time first. I'm supposed to go in the woods.
8 hours there, 6 hours to you. Every week traveling,
Oh,
every
Ma,
weekend.
That's why she's going in the woods for some time.
It's a lot. It's a lot, man.
'Cause
Obviously, I
it's-
know like
yeah.
you're gonna be going to her as well. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I mean? It is a lot still.
And I think sometimes as well with the trips as well, she's going to her family for the weekend. She's staying there. I can imagine her coming to see you for 6 hours. How long are you guys gonna spend together before she has to go back 6 hours again? And you guys are not really in a place where you can start doing weekends together like that. Well, I don't know how close you guys are, but it's a bit tricky. Is long distance, distance like that, is that a normal thing in Canada?
It's damn near inevitable.
Help me out, because I wanna be.
You want to get
I'll be
involved?
brought in, yeah.
Feel left
so
out?
basically, he's been talking to a girl for 3 weeks,
No,
Month and a
about
half.
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
You definitely could not hear things. So basically, seeing a girl for 6 weeks.
Seeing her as in meeting.
Yeah, so they met 3 times
Okay.
because they live 6 hours apart.
Yeah.
So they met 3 times. So last plan they had, he said, I can come to you.
Yeah.
She said, no, fine, I'll come to you. But then she ended up cancelling because of work, whatever, life. And she just got a new position at work, whatever. So they haven't been able to meet up or make new plans.
Yeah.
She then said to him how she's going to the woods with her friend and her friend's boyfriend.
Yeah.
And so he kind of felt like, and she called in sick for that. She took 2 days off sick for that.
Yeah.
So he kind of felt like, oh, but then you wouldn't have called in sick to see. Like the reason why you haven't seen each other is because of work.
Yeah.
But then you're taking time off this new job that you have
Yeah.
to go to the woods.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I've had enough. So, has there been any physical intimacy?
He lips her. They've lipsed.
Only kissed.
Have you guys only lipsed?
Yep.
Yeah.
He needs to work on making sure that when she goes to the cabin, talk to her every day.
Yeah.
Be that
Oh, yeah,
person.
100%.
No. Let her rue the fact that it is that he isn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't complicate this.
Get your Mac on.
Yeah. And kind of looking at what she has done to get some time off and relax. He shouldn't be judging her
Analysing it.
harshly for that.
Yeah. I think that.
He's
That's
only
her
lips
friend.
her.
Yeah.
My friend, build on this connection. Keep talking to her.
Yeah, literally. While she's away, I was gonna say that. While she's away, she used to be talking to you every day.
Yeah.
Obviously, hopefully they've got a good signal in the woods.
That's yeah, for real.
But because if I was away
I kinda-
on a trip, that's time for me to. If my man is not there, time for us to catch up. So do some catching up.
I also feel like it's gonna go left if I talk to her every day. Because if I bring that up, I feel like it's gonna kinda ruin it.
Excuse me.
No, let her.
Go left how?
Huh?
What did he say? He's gonna go what?
He's gonna go left
If
because
I
he
bring
talks to
that
her-
up,
bring what up?
yeah.
Remember I told him that he needs to.
Like if I bring up hey, you like skedaddle to the woods, but you couldn't find time to see
I
me.
thought you said you did that.
don't.
Wait.
Stop that!
Wait.
Stop
I
that.
thought
Don't
you
do
said
that.
you did that.
Calamity.
You said you asked her on the phone.
Yeah. So if I bring it up again,
Don't bring it up
No,
again.
no,
you don't need
Wait a
to-
minute. Wait.
Stop blocking
See?
your blessings,
No,
bro.
listen, he's feeding us tea. When I advised you of that, you didn't tell me you'd had a conversation with her. Now you've told me you had a conversation with her. You can't bring that up again.
Don't do it again, man.
Don't do it again.
Don't do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
just making
yeah,
sure. I
don't
thought
do
that's
it.
what you were saying. Like,
Because when I told you that, it's because I thought you hadn't told her.
Oh no, I did.
Yeah.
I
So
told
don't
her
bring it up
as well.
again. That's done.
Yeah.
And don't ever bring it up with anybody
Okay.
else again. don't do that. Don't pressure them. Don't make up their minds for them. Don't do that.
These are the people that you love. Anyway, right? Yeah. So I would say, why she's away, talk to her every day.
Okay, but why do you say that, Brent? Why do you say don't bring it up again?
Well, first of all, the distance is a big thing, right? And you pointing out how she should be
Spending her
serving
time.
you is crazy. It's a big red flag to a lot of women.
You think so?
I think not just women, anybody.
Yeah, I know.
Don't ask me about my time and
It's
whatnot.
early though. It's a month
Very
and a half.
early. I just kissed you.
3 times the same day. It's true, man.
Now you're telling me
Brad
how
is pissing me
how come you cancelled work to go and have some alone time with your brethren? She obviously needed it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I can't not be like, how come you're not coming to me with that? Nah, don't do that.
Nah,
Don't do that.
Okay.
I hear it though.
Okay, I hear you.
I hear it. As in, like, I hear bringing it up.
No, don't bring up.
No. He's already brought it up though.
Okay, cool,
But
cool.
no, because I'm thinking myself in that situation. If a guy asked me that, I would have reasons for him because I need some time away from Coming to see you is 6 hours, and it's not. I can't just use one day to come and see you.
Yeah.
It's over to another day. I've been working a lot. I spend the weekends driving to my family. So I need some time alone. Like, I don't think it's a hard conversation to have. It depends on how you bring it up. Might make me feel like you're demanding my time. But I don't think it's a bad thing if you've been trying to make plans with somebody that claims they like you, that you talk to every single day, and then I'm asking you, why aren't you prioritizing us seeing each other if you're saying you like me and you want to build something with me? I personally think it's a bad thing. I don't think people talk about stuff like that enough. And that's why, resentment and stuff grows.
I think it's also the fact that she kind of offered up that, I'm going there to de-stress, to get away from stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, coming to you. It's not that you're going to be...
She didn't tell him that.
Yeah, she did.
She tell you that?
I think so.
I don't think she said de-stress. I
He just said she was going to woods.
Together.
No, but she took off time from
Yeah.
work, innit?
So
She said she called off.
Called off sick, right?
Yeah,
She called sick.
but to get time to go to the woods with her friend and his boyfriend and her boyfriend.
Oh, so this just might be a leisure trip.
It is a leisure trip.
No. I think it's
It's a leisure trip that obviously she can relax
two
in.
stones and things.
Yeah.
Because going to the
it
woods.
was a spontaneous. So
Yeah,
from what
yeah,
she
it's a
told me, it was
spontaneous thing.
Opportunity
spontaneous.
that cropped up.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't think it's bad to ask, because you know what is about dating these days, yeah? People will be talking every single... Do you know what it is to talk to someone every single day? People are talking to each other every single day, building connections and whatnot. And it's like, you feel scared to tell this person that you're building a connection that you actually like things that they're doing that's bothering you. Like, it's like people don't want to admit that they like each other. And I'm hoping... Like, do you mean... Like, I personally don't get it. I feel like if I was talking to a guy for like 6 weeks and whatnot, I'm talking every single day, you're saying you like me, whatever, and I volunteered to come to you, you said, no, I'll come to you, then you cancel them in last minute, I'll be like, I feel away, because again, it's my human emotions to feel away. I think how you bring it up is what matters, but I feel how I feel. And I feel like I should get to tell you how it is that I feel if I'm going to be building a relationship with you.
Yeah.
But he's brought up already, you don't have to bring up again.
Yeah.
It's done now.
And I believe that he should really focus on the strength of their intimacy when they're talking. Because once you're in there, she wants to be
Brent, I told you, she wants to be under your skin.
Do you understand? So the
told
fact
him,
she's even told him that this is her plans.
Yeah,
That
that's
in
something.
itself, my friend. All right, cool.
Because I'll tell you one thing now, I'm not telling a new guy my plans.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, none of
So
his
she
business.
trusts you.
She does.
There's intimacy there. There's
There is,
connection.
yeah.
Don't mess it up by looking to push
Yeah.
her and whatnot.
Because that's what I was saying about like women sometimes. Like with a woman, when you're starting to get to know a guy, like you kind of like him and stuff. But also women always have this thing in the back of mind, you don't want to do too much. You don't want to suffocate a guy. And then you do the whole I'm busy. And you are busy. Like when I'm getting to know you, I am busy. Because what we have here is not... It's not so great enough for me to start changing my plans to fit it in. But the moment it is, you will know how to get rid of me. I'm living under your skin, love. Me and your bloodstreams, well, we go together.
I think that's how I now understand why people were saying that's not an invite. There's some women who that would be a little invite to him.
Yeah.
Like, I could take some time off.
Yeah, you're
I
gonna come.
want you there.
Yeah.
Listen, just to push it in there. But my friend, build on that relationship because she obviously likes you.
I do think exactly. I think she definitely likes you. So you brought that up, don't bring it up again. But while she's away, speak to her and stuff like that. Do you start conversations with her all the time, or is it like equal?
She mostly calls me first, but occasionally I'll call her as well.
Okay, yeah, she likes you. Man.
One last thing. Okay.
Dude,
one
you're
last
so
thing.
in there. Yeah, I think
At
do
what point
that.
should I cut my losses? At what point should I cut my losses and be like, yeah, this isn't going anywhere?
So I give things a 3-month rule. I have a 3-month rule because 3 months is when I know how I'm feeling about a guy. I know if I want to keep you here because I've got nothing else to go in. I'll know if I want to keep you here because you're good vibes and we're just gonna be pen pals. I know if I want to actually build a future with you. But that's me personally. Like literally at the 3-month mark is when I start to see things very, very clearly and I'm just aware of how I feel. I would say that, especially because you guys are long distance, you definitely have to. I say give it... What are you going to do for Valentine's Day? Is it too soon to send the
What
flowers?
are we doing for Valentine's? We're not dating. I'm not saying shit.
Excuse me. What did you say?
Respectfully.
The killie came out of him. The killie has arrived.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
Omar.
not. Don't lie to me.
This is
You're
Omar
not
from
sorry.
the bando.
Can you imagine? What was it? He said we're not dating. I'm doing too much.
Something like that.
He said relax.
Something like
Yeah, I'm not sending shit. We're not dating. Like, come on.
I said, come on, you know.
Can you imagine?
It's just
We spent 20 minutes on the phone
It's
with
just
this
the
guy.
flowers, man.
Bro! Women are down bad.
Nah, man. You can
Women
do
are
that.
going
You can-
for it,
you
man.
can do
Women
that,
are
man.
going for it, man. Yo, you wanna get this girl, yeah. You wanna go on future cabin trips. Show her what other woods is in the cabin. But you don't wanna send some missing little flowers. Gosh, we women are down bad. Crumbs were being fed. Well,
Nah, man, you do the flowers and what's that chocolate they call, man?
chocolate. That's what it's called.
No,
Dickhead.
what's
What's that?
He's especially what Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero, that's the one. Just, you know what I mean?
Get that one. Get that
Just
one.
the Ferrero, you know what I mean? DPD that.
If you give somebody Ferrero Rocher, you mean business.
That's what I'm
That's
saying,
the way to
man.
the heart, man. Get Ferrero.
Nah, you should do
Get
that, man. You
Ferrero,
should do
man.
that.
Oh my gosh, Omar, this is so funny.
Especially if she likes you, which we think is
Which
the
I
case.
think
You
she
know what I'm saying?
does. Give her something to listen. Give her something to post on her Snapchat or on her Instagram, and you know whatever else, and you know them the cute things girls like to do on Valentine's Day, one of them little thirst traps. Oh, you're funny, Omar. Very funny. But I think give it some time. I think you will know when it is that you're wasting your time. But if you're not trying to buy flowers,
Okay. I just want to say, Esther, I respect you so much. You are so strong for coming in every morning and dealing with all of these guys.
oh, what, babe,
Much
thank
respect
you.
for that.
After lying to me, thank you.
Big up.
Can you imagine? No, thanks, Omar. Thanks for tuning
Yeah,
in.
thank you for the call, man.
Yeah, bye.
Give us an update as well.
Yeah, give us an update. Let me know what you're doing Valentine's Day, Omar. I'm rooting for you, King.
Say less. We'll do.
Yeah. All right, hon.
right,
Thank
man.
you.
Peace.
Bye. Oh, that's too funny, man. All right. You man is so ridiculous. You know?
And you can just imagine him now.
Can you
With his
imagine?
wife at the big smile.
Yeah, listen, I thought about this. I put intention and a heart into this. Again, what's that? Men are scary because it's actually a go-to me for stuff, you know. You don't even have a clue. There's a whole playbook. Anyway, that's it, man. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.